talking about it the way we're talking about it today. But because we're leaders, I'm not telling nobody to go over there and start a revolution. I'm just saying, go over there. What I do is when I go over there, hey, drop the link for him, DJ, for Mark. When I go over there, I
for
try
Benji?
To,
okay.
Yeah. What I do when I go over there, I try to exercise my power through my economics. Well, you know, and I get the whole point where people are like, oh, we should boycott the DR, what they doing, boom, boom. You know what? If I didn't have a house over there, I'd probably think about it. I got a house over there. Fuck that. I ain't boycotting it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell everybody. I'm going to be transparent. Like, look, I got a vested interest. I got property over there, and I'm going to move over there. But I get that. I don't think it's going to be a long, sustainable boycott because I know that their third world ass is going to change.
I hear that. So, Dante, what are your thoughts?
Like I say, my thoughts. We still talking about how these Negroes in denial about racial white supremacy.
Exactly.
Yeah. My thoughts is these Negroes they're totally in denial, or they just full of shit because they know because they know good and damn well when they go over to these goddamn countries, the only thing that's glorified is whiteness. They know that shit. They know they see it on the billboards. They see it on the Telemundo television over there. They know color gonna always exist, and there's always gonna be a factor. So how these Negroes up here selling this false propaganda about how these other countries don't see color and how they worship black man. They don't worship your black ass. When them motherfuckers come over here, when them Koreans or whatever come over here, they got zero respect for black people in general. So how the hell you go over there? They gonna hold you up to a high pedestal. So that's what I don't get. And these Negroes study just leading slaughter, lying to people about this bullshit.
And you know, Dante, that's an excellent point that you mentioned, right? Because when you think about it, right? So you look at all the countries they go to, right? So they say when they go to their country, they're first chosen. But when you look at the vast majority of Brazilians, Colombians, or Thai people, or even Dominicans that come to America, who do they end up pairing with? Either someone from their country or a what? A white
man.
That's it. Mm-hmm. So if in fact we were so desirable over there, we're not even desirable here. We're not what they're checking for here. So if we're not what they're checking for here, why do you believe you're what they're checking for there?
If the hype was real, then there would be a larger cross section of mixed Black and Asian men and women here.
Right. There's only reason why that you get an opportunity going there because of the economics. That's it. They're poor over there.
They have more leverage over there, and they don't understand that that's all it is. You know, there's no. Austin was trying to convince people, they don't never ask for money and all that kind of stuff and all that.
That's a damn
and
lie.
It's like, dude, it's still, you still have leverage. Leverage is still a currency. You see what I'm saying? It's the fact that they have the assumption you can provide them something.
But because
it doesn't have to be, oh, here, you have to buy this for me, or you have to buy that for me. You could have you can have the mere assumption that you're going to provide something for them, or possibly provide something for them if they do something right.
Flat out, the leverage is two things. It's plain and simple. It's either economics or access to a green card.
Right.
Period. That's it. If they tell you anything else, they just telling you a damn lie. Even when I'm in the DR, even the guys will sit there and like, Rico, Find somebody for me to marry. I'm like, I ain't looking for nobody for you to marry. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? But they're always asking me, literally. And I told somebody, I said, everybody told me, oh, they don't really want to go. I said, let me tell you, if I could get off the plane, go to the airport in Brazil and put a sign up and say, come through me, I will get you into America within 30 days. 80% of the country would empty.
Yeah.
80%.
Yeah, they would line, and you would have a long line of,
Yes. So the false bullshit that they don't want to come, I'm like, that's a motherfucking lie. They don't come. Excuse me. The reason why they don't is because the restriction that America puts up is called a visa. You need a visa to come from these countries. America put up the visa program because they said, if you let these niggas in, they won't leave. Seriously, that's what a visa is. A visa is you have to meet with our state consulate for us to interview you and talk to you to see if you are a potential candidate to come and stay or to leave.
Right.
And unless when you come on that visa, you got to show, oh, I'm going to be a student. I'm going to be good. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. They literally give out the American consulate in all these countries that they know. And I told them, I was like, that's why as an American, do you know how many countries we probably need a visa to go into? Maybe 5.
Dang.
There's maybe 5 countries around the world that we need a visa. Everywhere else in the world we can go to without a visa. Because you know what they know? Oh, you'll go back. Because it's better in America than here.
Right.
When it's the other way around, that's where the visa comes in.
Got it.
So like in the DR, you don't need a visa to go to Colombia or Venezuela. Why? Because they just as poor. So they figure, oh, if any Dominicans come, there's no better life that's on the same footing. Third world to third world, they don't care.
Right.
But we need a visa. I think we need a visa to go to China. We need a visa to go to North Korea. We don't need a visa to go nowhere in Europe. Nowhere in Europe do we need a visa.
Yeah,
we
I
don't
have
need
to
a visa
check.
to go to Mexico.
Yeah, from what I remember, my sister used to travel all over. She went to the first world country. She went to like Germany, Italy. I think she went to
We don't
Germany,
need a visa
Italy.
to go to none of them.
There was another one in there.
None of them. Germany,
all
Italy,
of them.
Spain, Spain, Estonia. None of. We don't need a visa to go
she
to
went
any
to Spain too. She went to Spain, and there was another spot that she went to.
Yes.
Oh, France.
But France, Italy, we don't need a visa to go to any of those countries because we're Americans. You know why? We will fly in, we will do what we got to do, and they know, oh, you're gonna leave because your country is better than ours. Right. Now, if you're from a poorer country, oh no, we're gonna put that visa sign up on your ass.
Yeah, because you might just forever.
We're like, hold up. So anybody coming from the DR, you need a visa. Haiti, you need a visa. Colombia, you need a visa. Brazil, all those South American countries need a visa to come to the U.S. Now, we don't put the visa requirements for Western European countries. We do for Eastern European countries. So, like, you need a visa if you coming from Estonia, maybe Ukraine, those poor European countries. But you don't need a visa to come from France. You don't need a visa to come from Italy. You don't need a visa to come from England because they're considered equal. You don't need a visa to come from Canada. You don't need a visa to. I don't know if Mexico needs a visa or not. But you don't. We pass back and forth between Canada. Motherfuckers walk across the border to Canada.
Right.
I don't think you need a visa. I'm not sure about Mexico. That I don't know. But literally, poor countries, for you to enter into a richer country, they're going to require a visa. And then only the few exceptions are like, i.e., China and North Korea, because they got the whole North Korea make everybody need a visa. Who the fuck wants to go to North Korea? That's just the way it is. I think Iran does it too. Iran, North Korea, and China, because they're at war with America. They do. You know why they do the shit? They do it because we did it to them. So we told North Korea and Iranians, and Chinese people, they needed a visa to come to America. So they said, oh, you're going to put a visa on us, we're going to put a visa on you. That's it. But all those other countries, I go to El Salvador, Ecuador, Costa Rica, Panama, and people are like, no, all I need is a passport. I don't need nothing else. I've been to DR half a dozen times this year. All I need is a passport. But if a Dominican want to come to America, they need a visa. They got to go apply at the U.S. consulate, and then the U.S. government has to say, and it takes them like 6 to 8 months to get an appointment. Then you come in and meet. And when you come in and meet, you know what the U.S. government say? Well, who's going to take care of you if something happens? Who's going to sponsor you? Who's going to?
But you know what, Rico? Sorry to cut you off, Rico. But you know what, Rico? It is if you ever notice, there is a whole lot of Dominicans over here in the United States. So you know, even though, you know, saying America got set up a visa on them, they're still coming over here by the boatloads.
Well, it's two things about that though, Dante. There's a portion of them like for all those countries, right? It's like I would say like the population is like half and half. So even when you look at the Mexican population or the Dominican population or the Puerto Rican population, half of the population is American born, right? Meaning these motherfuckers came on, and because we have the birthright through citizenship through birthright. So you could be from any country in the world. If you're born in America, you're a fucking American. So there's a good portion of it. The other portion is half of them came illegal through the southern border. Probably, matter of fact, probably half of the half didn't even come illegal through the southern border. They just got on a goddamn plane on a tourist visa and just never left. So they end up staying. So we do have a big population, but we don't that population is dwarfed compared to, well, the Puerto Rican population. They're Americans, you know. Puerto Rico. I'm like, they're Americans. We own Puerto Rico. Y'all need to understand that. When people keep saying this shit about Puerto Rico, I'm like, America owns Puerto Rico. They're not a state, but we fucking own Puerto Rico. We give them money. We own Puerto Rico. That's a U.S. property. That's a fucking resort, a country club, a retirement home. Call it whatever you want. Oh, the Puerto Rican flag, whatever. It's owned by America. So they don't have any restrictions. But the DR, we almost own them too. Just like we own the U.S. Virgin Islands. The U.S. Virgin Islands have their own flag, but we own that too. So I always tell black people, y'all got to read geography and y'all got to understand history. We own Guam. People talk about, oh, what about Guam? I'm like, we own that too. We own it. America owns all that shit. We used to own the Philippines. We gave that back. Same way we stole. You know when we got Guam? When we stole Hawaii. Hawaii was its own country. You know, a lot of black people don't know that. I'm like, Hawaii was its own country, and Hawaii had a king and a queen, and America stole it. We stole Hawaii.
Yeah, America be ruthless, but people just want to ignore that part.
Yeah, we stole Hawaii and made it a state, but it was a country. It was a country. Some gangsters. Sorry.
Okay.
It was there for years. It was there for years.
I just put a photo up here so everybody can get a kind of a grasp of what I'm looking at here. Look, this right here, this guy right here represents the black manosphere and the passport boys. And this is the guys there, you know, defending right here. The Ku Klux Klan. To me, it makes sense. If you guys have any arguments or any statements to make, let me hear them.
What is he doing there in the first place?
He's guarding them.
But that's Texas, right? Isn't that a Texas?
Yeah, he's defending them.
But DJ, isn't that Texas? Because that looks like a Texas state flag next to the
I don't know. I'm not a flag guy, but you're probably right.
I think, you know, I'm just trying
I'm on my phone, so I got a small screen. I'm on my
Oh,
phone.
got it. Okay.
I got you. Yeah, that's also.
That
I would say the symbolism is spot on. That is the manosphere, and they're protecting white supremacy. Spot on.
Right.
The ideology that they have, it supports protecting them in their little clandestine fuckery. It does. And again, I'm not sure if you heard before we switched over, DJ. We talked about the situation with, like I say, JLP and Anton Daniels on Dr. Phil. This picture fits right in with what I listened to. You know, black men in a black male dominated space defending and supporting the preservation of white supremacy. You
Exactly.
know, where they're making statements like poor black people shouldn't procreate. We need more white babies and nobody else. Everybody, I'm like, are we serious? This is what we talking about? So I see this picture when I hear these things. When I hear that language, this is what I see. So I'm like, what's the difference?
I'm gonna have to dig up that interview that Negro done with Dr. Phil.
Yeah, but I mean, literally, if I don't know if you guys, Dante, look for a YouTuber named Amawale Africa.
I subscribe to the brother.
Look on.
I ain't got no problem with him.
No, but he did a reaction to it yesterday.
Okay.
He's got the clips. Look at his stream from yesterday.
All
Or
right,
either
Gemini's in the house. Gemini's in the house.
look up also. I was on a stream with brother. The stream that I'm usually on is I used to be on the channel because, like I said, you guys know I don't have my own channel, but I rock with a brother called Brother Clarence, and he has a channel called Let's Talk the Better Black Life. And
Okay.
we did. I'll try to put the channel name in the chat. I kept telling Peso I was going to do it one day, just to bring y'all over, because that's also another space where I'm at. You know, again, and I tell everybody, like, I'm not pro-black. I'm against anti-blackness. I'm all about diversity and inclusion, but I ain't about nobody shitting on my people. I'll take your neck off some shit like about that. Nah, I ain't playing that. I opened up the tent to let your ass in, but you ain't gonna kick us out. You miss me with that bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. I feel the same way.
Yeah. I just think that's crazy.
Yeah. I had subscribed to Brother Omawale. Yeah.
Oh, he's you know, he's very pro-black. Don't get me wrong, and I rock with him big time. And he's pretty cool too, because he doesn't even do it in a real bad way. So I rock with him, support him, super chat him, and some more shit. Because one thing that I noticed that why I really love him is he go after people shitting on us. Oh, he's in these passport bros ass, but he does it from a pro-black perspective. And he's like, nah, y'all done miss me with that shit. So he's not even on the whole I need to travel shit, but he's like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? So I'm like, hey, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I'm cool with it. And he's dead on it. And he don't seem like he comes off as a pro-black voice. He doesn't come off as demonizing anybody that's not pro-black. He's just like in these spaces, and he's been on Anton ass for a minute. And I'm like, yeah, because he's been doing a lot of coonery shit. I like the info's out there. I don't know what you want me to say.
Yeah, he been getting on their asses about that Miss Pearly thing shit too.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Ooh, he was on them for about 2-3 weeks about that shit, wasn't he, Dante?
Yes, he was.
He was.
Go
ahead.
You know, I think you know something. I think I do like a stream where we do a reaction on Miss Pearly things, because I have never seen any of her streams, believe it or not.
Trash.
I just never have. It's just I don't know.
I had Briz through and saw it because I had Briz. It's like it came up in the recommendations. So I only saw like maybe like a few minutes of it, and I had clicked off of it because it was no interest to me. Only thing I
Right.
seen was her, yeah, her and with some black folks, a whole her and just a bunch of black folks on there. I'm like, okay, I know what it said. Here we get another white person exploiting and financially
Mhm.
gaining off of Negroes' dysfunction. So
Mhm.
that's
Right.
why I had,
Yeah,
yeah, that's why I cut it short from there.
that's spot on. It's like you said, it's she dry as hell. And you know what the problem is? This was you know what's so funny about it was what he pointed, which I wasn't even aware of this dry ass white woman, Miss Pearl. I had no idea, but like Wally pointed out, and what he said, it kind of stuck in my brain was you had the black manosphere because I think it started with O'Shea. They decided that they were going to label her as the new king of the black manosphere because of what she had said to, I think she had got into a debate or a discussion with Hafiz from the roommates. And they deemed him as being blue pill and they deemed her as dismantling him. And then I watched a couple of other content creators. I'm like, no, she didn't dismantle because she basically comes in and she talks that mammy red pill talking space bullshit, DJ. She
Oh,
comes,
okay.
oh, you're right, you're right. She's a white Chantel.
Okay.
That's literally what she is, but she's overseas in England. She is a white Chantel.
You know what's funny
100%.
is
It's the
that
same person. One is white, one is black. The same regurgitated garbage comes out of both of their mouths.
it's just so weird how they, disrespect their own American women,
Hmm.
but they have no problem latching on to somebody else in some other country who really has no business talking. It's funny because they'll tell us men, right? They'll say, "You
Hmm.
guys have no business telling us anything because blah blah blah. Why are you against the passport boy if you don't travel? Blah blah blah." But then they give anybody else a pass as long as they're talking their talking points.
But you want to know what the craziest part about it is, right? When I listen to little old Miss Mayonnaise driving Miss Daisy, her she did this. She did this whole narrative against a fees where she was like talking about how men and women were not equal, and I sat there and said, I was like, that is the dumbest fucking point I have ever heard in my life because she said that women are not equal to men because men get drafted and women don't.
Hey y'all, Gemini just dropped some gems up in the chat.
What's
This is
that?
what she wrote. They have this psychological distortion as it pertains to whiteness.
Mhm.
They have an insistent need for proximity.
Yes.
Yep, as if it's going to rub off on them. Oh my
Yes.
God.
But
Ooh,
you know what,
Gemini
DJ?
dropping gems.
This is the crazy part about it. So she'll make she'll push the narrative that women are she said something about women can do things what they want with no consequences because they can't get drafted. But that was literally the sticking point was like they can't get drafted in the army to go to war like men can. And I sat there and I thought about it, I'm like, she's fucking dumb.
Yeah, she
And
is
the
dumb.
reason why I say it is because this is where the average American is lost. People throw out the term the draft. First of all, I'm like, do you know the last time we had the draft?
Yeah. Oh, well, let me reiterate. That's just Pearly thing. Who is the dummy? I just
Yes.
want to make sure that's clear.
Hmm.
Yeah. But this is what I'm saying is, but this is the statement. Her position is because men can be drafted and women can't, that's why women are not equal. And I'm like, okay, we have an all volunteer armed forces. We've had an all volunteer armed forces probably for the last 50 years. Probably for the last 50 years. Jess Pearley has never served in any branch of the armed forces. So you can start at that point. So shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
You never
Well, she
served,
needs to.
you never
If
wore
she's
the
in
uniform.
England, she needs to keep her
Right.
England
But she's
Ashton, England.
American. She's American now. She's living in England.
Oh,
But
okay.
she never served. So we can, and that's when you usually know, okay, this is someone who's never worn a uniform, so they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, so they need to shut the fuck up. Because people in the military would say shit that's stupid, right? So because you know in the military, whether or not there's a draft, you've served with many women. I don't give a fuck what branch of the armed forces you're in. Army, Navy, Air Force, or Marine, you've served with a lot of women. So you can't say, oh, well, I was in the Army for 20 years and I never, bullshit. Air Force, bullshit. Marines, bullshit. That's currently, that's fucking the Vietnam War, that's the Korean War, that's World War II. Women have served in all of these wars. So for you to try to push a narrative as if you never saw any, it's utter bullshit. Women have fought and died in all of these wars.
Right.
Only people who have served would know this. Okay. Then you can go to step number 2. Less than 1% of people of American citizens serve. So by that logic, if you're going to say women don't serve, they're not drafted, then 99% of you other motherfuckers aren't either, to include men.
Yeah.
All these men who never worn a uniform feel like they can speak for people who worn a uniform. That's also a fact. Less than 1% of us wear the uniform. If you go all the way back to the draft, probably 8, 9, 10%. Even in World War II, probably only 10%, maybe 15% of Americans served. In World War II, the vast majority of American citizens are not defended by everyday Americans. So this narrative of pushing like, oh, women don't, but only men, bullshit. Most men don't serve. Never put on a uniform, never laced up, never went off to fight. In World War II, it's not like, oh, half the men went off and fought. That's not true. It wasn't. There was a percentage of people, and you know what that percentage is? They're usually people poor and of color. That's who they send to the fucking front line to be cannon fodder. That's just a fact. So when they make that narrative about women aren't equal because of the draft, I'm like, no one gets drafted. We ain't had a draft in 50 years. And even if we drafted today or tomorrow, Miss Pearly, your pearly white ass wouldn't get drafted anyway. Right. Maybe my daughter would, but not you. Maybe not even your brother. Yeah,
you're right. Thus why she don't have a place to be speaking up on black women issues.
Right. So the narrative she pushed forth all of this, and then what makes me mad is that in this space, in this manosphere space, which I guarantee you, if you take all the dudes in the manosphere, in the black manosphere, less than 1% of them serve, they're uplifting her, giving a military argument to dispel something. When I'm like, not only does she not know what the fuck she's talking about, the people that's listening to her don't know what the fuck she's talking about. And they made her the queen. So I always tell people, I'm like, if you haven't served, don't even talk about the military. Just fall back and be quiet. And or either talk about it from the position of, well, this is what I think, this is what I believe, but I don't know. I say because it's offensive to people who serve, people who maybe gotten shot, killed, wounded, this, that, whatever, to hear people who haven't made that ultimate sacrifice or to step up to speak as if you're speaking for them. I served and I would never do it. I got a son that's serving now. I'm like, that ain't my space. That ain't my space. All I speak to the point is like, 1% of us serve. The other 99% need to shut the fuck up. Or lace up your boots and go do it. That's it. Or just sit back, because to be honest with you, you don't have a policy or a position when you serve. You lace up your boots and you fucking follow orders. That's it. I served under Reagan and all of them. Shut the fuck up and do what they said. Whatever the fuck they told me to do, I was gonna go do. Period. And I volunteered for it, but none of my friends, nobody, I don't know anybody else of my generation that I grew up with and I went to school with or anything like that served. Nobody. None of my friends. I was the only one. I signed up and joined Army and went active Army. And then I got one son that served out of 5. The other 4 ain't never served. So I was like, you know what? When your brother talking about service, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, because you ain't done it. Now, unless you're going to put on the boots and you're going to do it, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
And too many people want to grab the flag. So I was like, so to hear her say that, I'm like, that's your only argument why women, because Alba and Preach did a reaction. I was like, that's your winning point. Women are not drafted. We don't know if 50 years from now they will be. We can say they never have been so far. But for the most part, we never had to draft them because most of them served. Even during World War II and World War I, women were signing up to join the fight. Unlike you, bitch. You young enough to put on a fucking uniform and go serve.
Well, it's so weird to me that you see that people are so drawn to, let's say, broken people. But I guess maybe they're just drawing each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because look at it like this. You know, Kevin Samuels is not the best example of a human being. Okay. Pearly Things, obviously not. Chantel, we can see she's not. In fact, I got an exposure on video on her coming out very soon. In fact, I was working on it before we went live. But the story on her is this. Number one, she's not married. And by her own admission, she's exactly the type of woman she disrespects on her channel. She said, "Oh yeah, I made mistakes when I was younger in my 25s and so on and so forth." But and that's okay. And it's okay to have like a, let's pull our bootstraps up mentality, but when she goes on her shows, she acts like she was perfect. You see what I'm saying? She acts like she isn't or wasn't any of those women. She acts like she's bigger or better than those women. When after her admission and then after the description she gives of these women, it's like, wait a minute, you seem just like the people you complaining about, and that kind of hypocrisy to me is ridiculous. And it's sad to see. It's really a disappointment because her voice could have been used for a better cause than that. If you want, she says she started her channel to help young women and girls, right?
Mm-hmm.
But number one, I don't see any young women and girls in her chat at all. They're all men. And not only are they all men, but they're all men who hate women.
But you know what it is, DJ, right? And I started thinking about it. I'm like, these women, it's hilarious because I can name a couple of them. You like I said, you got Chantel, you got Danica, you got Melanie, you got I'll tell you the latest one that sort of blown up.
Crimson.
Yeah,
Well, Crimson really shot. You got to leave her off.
No,
you know
you
what I'm
gotta
saying?
leave her off. Not leave her off because I give a fuck about her, because I don't. Leave her off because she doesn't meet the eye test. Okay,
You're right.
Oh, okay. Got it. I see what your point is. Yeah.
Yeah, the hottest one that I've seen is Miss Courtney, because I know she's been blowing up with shorts.
Wait, who?
Miss Courtney Michelle.
Courtney Michelle.
She's from Lapeef.
You You think you yo
Oh,
okay?
her,
Courtney
yeah.
Michelle.
Is she the
She
light
was from
skinned one with the
Lapeef,
round
and now
face?
she's with Amawale. But what I see is I see a pattern with all of them. The fact of the matter is, let's put the elephant in the room. None of them are bad looking young ladies. Okay. Again, like I said, they said I ain't gonna rob a bank for none of them. I don't think none of them is fucking goddamn drop dead gorgeous, but I cannot say that I find any of them unattractive. That's not the case at all. They are all nice looking women. And I think what they're doing is they're playing on it. They just like I can see that they're attractive, they know they're attractive.
Right.
They know that what they have to say ain't that fucking important or that meaningful or that moving. But what they also know is, hey, I give these niggas a little eye candy that they thirsting. So they'll thirst trap your ass to death. Melanie King knows she ain't said nothing that's profound. What did she say? Oh, wow, I never thought of that. She knows she ain't saying no shit like that. What they're doing is repeating a bunch of shit they've already heard. So what are they saying is making people go, no. But what they're doing is, oh, I'm going to doll myself up. I'm going to make myself cute. You don't see none of them coming out there. Put a fucking bonnet on and a little hat and making yourself look frumpy dumpy. They're not going to do that. Because then that would require you to listen to them. They know that people don't come there to listen to them. People come there to look at them. And they know that. Because if you look at all their videos, you cannot tell me that a fair amount of what goes on does not revolve around what you see. Even with the Jamaican hustler. She don't make it, like I said, she ain't fresh faced out the shower.
Right.
Oh, they're always dolled up.
Right.
So what is that telling? It's like, come on, man, knock it off.
And it's funny to me that she brings up big women or fat women on her channel and disrespects them because I can tell you right now, she is either at best she was chubby a long time ago. She's probably lost some weight and now she's like, oh, now I can talk shit about who I used to be, if you know what I mean. So she used to be the modern woman she disrespects, and she used to be fat like and for some reason it's so funny because she just got out of the big woman department. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And she's still, I can tell because as a trainer, even through a video, I can tell that she's still about an 8 or a 9, which is fine to me. You see what I'm saying? That's thick, but it's far from, it's one cheeseburger away from being obese.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that she's on the borderline of this weight system, right? And she's talking smack about the people who are just over the fence on the other side. Do you see my point?
Yeah.
That is crazy to me.
You know what? Sorry, I'm sorry about that. But you know what?
As
far as this eye candy stuff.
Wait, one second. Gemini says she's built like a horse. And she is, you know.
Who you talking about, Torch?
Pander Bear.
The Jamaican princess.
Yeah.
Oh, which one though? Because you got two of them as Jamaican.
Chantel.
Oh, Chantel ass. Yeah, her ass. Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
Who's the other one?
You know what?
Yeah, who's the other one? Who's the other one, Dante?
It's two G. You got her, and you got Chaz Sade. She another one that be Chaz Sade. She's another one. Chaz Sade.
Okay. She Jamaican.
That's her name. Her name is Chaz Sade. She yeah.
Okay.
She they usually collab. Yeah, her and Chantel usually collab with each other. But for us is just these females. You got these females, the quote unquote panderman brigade. You know, like I say, I'm to a point where I'm like, I don't give a fuck no more. If they want to get these motherfucking dumb Negroes for their money, my God, let them do it. Because black
anything, it might, it might keep them It might keep them, out off the street if these good dudes are online with these women. You know what I mean? That can only be better, right?
Because
but
these
Dante,
because black. What's up?
do me a favor. Go back to you was about to say something about when I was saying like the eye candy thing. Am I the only one that's seeing that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the eye candy because women know that black man can be narrow minded. They know only thing they have to do is put on some makeup and show some cleavage, and they know they got these Negroes. I'm not saying all black man, but black man, goddamn it, they know they can be fucking narrow minded and just
Okay.
straight narrow minded. Yeah. So
Okay.
they know how to get these things. They know how to get these Negroes. And what they
Right.
do when they got them visually, they'll get them mentally. They'll tell them what they want to hear. They
Okay.
tell them exactly what they want to hear.
Wait,
Okay.
Nate, station break, station break. Like to shout out to Doja, Gemini, strumming and wrenching in here. We got all Woo said it is up in the house.
We
Thank you
loving
all
it.
for coming
We
through.
loving it. And the
Uh,
reason why I say that, Dante, is and everybody please hit the link. Come on, join the conversation. Is because if you think about it again, like you said, I look at it and I was like, this shit, even when I look at the shorts, because I know like now everybody's pushing the shorts. So I'll see, like I said, and the only reason why I push like I've seen shorts from Courtney, I've seen shorts from I want to say the Jamaican funk master. They throw out this shit and it's just like it's like you said, it's like candy. It's like I'm gonna throw this out. They get to thirsting, everybody
Mm-hmm.
jump in, and people are oh, shout out to Sister Chantel, shout out to Sister Courtney. Oh, she said because the thing was like I said, they said was what I blew up was the thing that probably that made me like really pick a bone probably with Miss Michelle was the way like all of a sudden I seen her going so hard on these two particular movies. Like I'm a movie buff. I love
Mm-hmm.
movies. I'm like they're movies. They're fucking make believe. I like to go sit to a movie, have a beer, a drink, and watch a movie. Now I didn't see The Woman King. My son saw it. He said it was great. I'm like, it's fucking a movie. But I saw Wakanda, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm still like, are you the criticism that I saw them take so harsh to it? I'm like, what the fuck did they see? That all of a sudden, and so what my thing was, what was bothering me was, it's like I'm like, okay, you guys are seeing male erasure, meaning like an absence of men. Where I in my mind, it's like, okay, so you won't get upset if I go to a ice figure skating competition, right? And I don't see any black men in an ice figure skating competition. I go like, well, why they all white? Like, cause nigga, we don't fucking figure skate. What the fuck are you talking about?
Common sense.
But so it's just like some shit. It's just like, you look, we ain't supposed to be everywhere because there's certain shit we don't do. You ain't gonna see us on the top of fucking Mount Kilimanjaro because we ain't climbing to the top of no fucking mountains in the snow. We don't fuck with the cold. So I can't get to the top. Well, I don't see no black men. Hell no, and you ain't going to either. So my point was, I think when they made the criticism of the movie, I thought it was so fair because I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
this movie was great. I'm literally saying I looked at the first movie and I looked at the second movie. And I'm like, okay, what's the difference? The first movie was celebrated. It was $1 billion movie. It was a blockbuster. It was a cultural phenomenon. Literally, in the first movie, they had 2 more black men in the first one than they had in the second. You know what the difference was? In the first one guy got fictionally killed in the movie, and the other guy died in real fucking life.
right.
What the fuck did you want them to do? That's the only difference. The lack of representation of black men, because they talk about all these black women. I'm like, that was the same representation in the first one. In the original Black Panther, you had Shuri, you had the mother, you had General Okoye, you had Lupita Nyong'o. They were all in the first movie doing the exact same thing that they did in the second movie. But because I'm like,
you know what they
you
was
can't
doing.
bring
Sorry for cutting you
characters
out. They
back
was
alive.
nitpicking.
What's wrong with y'all?
Yeah, they was and that's what disgruntled, depressed people do. Is they
Right.
nitpick.
So my thing is, you're going to take and tear down great black cinema because you're looking for something that is like the man. I'm like, did y'all niggas not hear that the man died in real life? He really died.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? Maybe y'all didn't get the news. He died. We can't bring him back alive. Come on.
Exactly.
It was a level of petty that defied logic, and I'm like, y'all are fucked up for what y'all are doing, and they did the best they could to honor this man's legacy as best as possible. So you wanted them to recast somebody. So here's the whole point. Right? Chadwick Boseman died. Okay, make a new Black Panther. So we make a new Black Panther. You know what you're saying? Fuck Chadwick.
Right. Basically.
Fuck him. We gonna Marquis, you the new Black Panther. Fuck Chadwick. See?
Okay. Everybody, station.
And it made sense. It made sense for his sister to be the next Black Panther.
Yeah. Station break. Like to shout out Tales from the Cult. If you have not checked out her channel, you have to. She's sugar free. She has some of the best content. I'm telling you, her content is riveting.
I seen him. I know who you're talking about.
You know, she's deep. I'm telling you, you gotta check her out.
I gotta be the opposition of that because I seen one of her lives and she was like really talking out the side of her neck. She was talking about something that she really didn't know about. So
what was it?
She was talking about the Crimson Cure. She was talking about the Crimson Cure. Talking about the Crimson Cure was trying to like pander the black man, but no, she don't. She really talked to she talking to black women. She talks to black women. She tell you that out of her own mouth. If you watch it, she said I'll
tell you what we will do is we will shelf that for another conversation because
that'd be another conversation. But she explains out of her own mouth that her material is for black women. But her material is for black women.
Okay, Dante.
What's up?
It's funny you mentioned her because I have the clip I'm working with about Chantel Simone. Okay, you know who Chantel Simone is, right? That's Pander Bear, right?
Oh, I know who. Yeah.
You know Crimson Cure and Chantel are pals, right?
But they two different people, though.
No, they are and they're not. Chantel gives Crimson Cure credit for giving her the game, and that game is bashing black women. I even have more information than that. I'm not trying to get into a debate with you, but what I've seen of Crimson Cure is she goes in on black women. She has one thing where she says this, and I quote this: black men are getting their passports and they're not coming back. She said that.
Did you see the live though? But did you see the video?
Not the whole video because it's a clip. Because she just released a clip. But did you
see the whole video? But see, you can't get the concept. You can't get the concept by reading the title. You have to watch the video. You can't get a concept by looking at the title. You have to watch the video.
I understand what you're saying, but when the last time I watched a full video of Crimson Cure, okay, she was talking smack about black women, just like Kevin Samuels was talking smack about black women. It was almost word per word, and it was the same kind of theme. Let's call them themes because it's easier to define that. She had the same kind of theme that Chantel Simone had. Now,
DJ, can I interject for a moment?
yeah, and Gemini saying the same thing. Gemini says
DJ,
Crimson Cure was the first panderer in the manosphere.
DJ, can I interject? And I'll
Sure
just
can.
say this: I don't know specifically 100. I've seen her. I never saw her of her own content. I've only seen her on Lapeef. So I'll say that I want to be completely transparent.
Right.
And I think sometimes people will change who they are depending on where they're at. Now, I know when people end up going on Lapeef, if they start that coonery and fuckery, people will fall right into it. So the few
Right.
times that I've seen her, and that, obviously I recognize her, I know her name. I did see her kind of speaking in that red pill manosphere space, because I think sometimes people find themselves in those spaces and they don't have the courage to speak up. So
Right.
I can't say she's 100% for it, but she was red pillish on Lapeef.
Right.
Now, maybe
And I think I think it's very important that we do this.
And I've heard
Instead
people
of,
tell
I'm not
me
going
since that she realized that she was being used over there. But I'm like, we all got to be responsible for allowing ourselves to go to spaces where we get used. So I don't have a knock against the sister, but that's what has probably kept me from going further with her, is because when I seen her on Lapeef, the performance didn't look well, because Lapeef uses everybody. So I'm
Right.
like, if you go over there, they're gonna use your ass. But you can't. When people are like, oh, you should go over there and debate. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna debate them over there, because I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna sit there and they're gonna twist everything around and make it seem like you support their position when you don't. So you got to be careful. I'll tell you right, be careful where you go. I don't mind going on Peso. I rock with what he's saying, and he's not trying to use me, and I can see that. So I'm cool. I rock with DJ. I'm cool. You just got to be careful where you go, because you can end up in spaces where people will sit there and will take your voice and they will use it against you, and all of a sudden you'll be like, that's not what I meant. So again, I don't know her. I'm not, but I would just say that, Dante, I would just say, like, as an objective person who don't have a dog in the fight, I think she's a smart woman. I think she has a lot to say, but I think when I seen her on Lapeef, she came off sounding like she was that way. If she's different, I need to hear her somewhere else. That's all I'll say. If that makes sense. Does that make any sense?
It makes sense. It's guilty. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know the old saying, man, guilty by association.
Yeah.
So, guilty by association.
Yeah.
She could be a genuine person, but if she hang around a certain criteria of people, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah. That's what I was trying to say, was like, I don't think she meant to do that, but when she got out there with them, and then now it's like, and the problem is what they say, a lie's halfway around the world before the truth gets his pants on. So by the time you trying to clean the shit up, it's like, well, shit, you got 10 times as much work to do, because they done already told it away.
Right.
So
I mean,
now,
this is my thing. This is my point about Crimson Cure. I'm not, from the clips I've seen of her and the videos that I totally watched of her. Okay. She was spooning the red pill stuff. But at the same time, Dante, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab about 3 or 4 of her clips, and then later on, maybe later this week or whenever it's convenient for everybody, let's have a discussion about it. Let's give her the fair shake. But
yes, make it fair. Make it fair, DJ, and I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'm not about piling on anybody, but I do think we all are accountable. Dante, you accountable for what you say. I'm accountable for what I say.
Right.
DJ's accountable for what he said. Marquis, you know I'm gonna stay in your ass, right?
And the thing is this. Let me. Tels made a statement. She said, "I did only one video on Crimson, and I stand on that." Now, I mean, I saw the video and it there wasn't anything biased about it. It was like, this is how this woman is. This is what she says.
And you know, it tells you
Okay.
when we set this up, you make sure you show up and you help us do this. So everybody can have their input.
She'll try, but she's a busy woman. Let me tell you,
Yeah.
she be rocking over there. She
That's
be
okay.
rocking
We can
over
rock
there.
with her, and she can rock with us.
That's true. Oh, absolutely.
There it is. But because the bottom line is, if we're going to unpack it and be fair, because again, Dante, you know I got your back, brother. I ride with you. But we're gonna, you know, and I know you always come with, hey, straight down the middle. What I hear is what I hear. What I saw is what I saw. And again, I still don't, and I don't think that no one can be wrong and can't be redeemed. Maybe she just need to be around different people. I don't know. I just know I don't fuck with Lapeef and them because I don't have anything against them. It's just like they use you. Same way I didn't fuck with Kevin Samuels. I'm like, if you go over there, he's going to use you. Anton going to use you. I'm never going on Jesse. I could go to Jesse Lee Peterson. People always, let me just go talk to him. And you know what? They end up, your appearance on there makes you look like you support their shit. Right? And you be like, I don't support it. But guess what? You showed up. And now they made you look like you support them. Don't do it. Make them come to you. Don't go to them. So
yeah,
I'm bigger. I don't care. Come to me. Fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that, in fact, I'm going to try to bring up one of her videos real quick. Or Tails, if you get a moment, if you're not too busy, if you could throw me your video, I'll be happy to show that too.
Or hit the link, Tails, that video if you're not too busy. It's a Sunday night.
But hey, look, Tails be busy. I mean, I remember sometimes
that
it'll be 11 o'clock at night. DJ. It'd be like 11 o'clock at night. She'd be throwing up videos. It's like, wait a minute.
Okay, so she can come over here. She can come over here and conversate with the little people. Let me put my pressure on her.
Let me tell you.
I'm like this, y'all. I'm like this. Check it out. I think that more men should be critiquing and checking men, and more women should be critiquing women and critiquing and checking women. I think I should. When a woman that's genuine, that's gonna critique black women's behavior, or whatever. I should stand aside and stay out of it and leave it to the women. It should be vice versa.
That's a good point.
But I think from what my research of and from what my visual of listening and collect as collectively just viewing and listening to the Crimson Cure, I think she's coming from a genuine space. She's coming from a genuine heart. I think she ain't trying to be out there to trying to pander to men for some cash apps. She said it out of her own mouth. She ain't here to for men. Her material is basically for women. It's to get women better. It's to better women spiritually, mentally, and physically.
You know what, Dante? I actually believe it. Now that part about her, I believe. I swear to God, every word you just said, I believe that's what she wants. Now, here's the thing. When we talk about that, you can do that from both camps. You can do that from a red pill camp, or you can do that from what the fuck they call it, blue pill. You can do it from a blue pill camp. The question is what camp does the person do it from? Because that exactly what you described, I consider myself shit. I don't consider myself nothing, but if the powers that be told it, I'm blue pill. But I could say, hey, I want that exact same thing as a blue pill content creator. But the red pill will say, well, if I ain't screaming and yelling and demanding from a woman, then I'm not doing it right. I was like, no, I don't think I need to. I think I can do it without doing those things. So that's the question is, where does she land? Is from what I'm gathering is she landing that okay? Because I think both parts, red pill and blue pill, they want men and women to have good relationships and be the best versions of themselves, and both people want the same thing. How they go about it is what's different. That's the question.
Okay, I got something to share here in a minute. Hold on, I think I have it up properly. I don't know. Where is it at? Share screen. Window. Must be this one, I hope.
Hey, real quick, Marquis. How long did that damn stream go last night?
Marquis' mic. Marquis, your mic's on the fritz. Okay,
my question is this. How long of your story is on the stream that's recorded? Because you had some crazy shit. Your mic is crazy. Your mic.
Here we go. I think I found it.
Marquis had some great fucking stories last night. Man, I fell asleep laughing about that shit. That shit was great, Marquis.
Okay, let's listen to this real quick. Hold on. I'm not sure if you can.
Black men have left and they are not looking back. And I'm not so.
Race Black Pack crew, that's my girl.
Okay, so that was one of the clips, but you can see that I just want to let you know this is very recent. So let's see what else this
Crimson Pure. We getting up here. We about to get into that subject. Like I said, she started it off. I want to complete what she said. She gonna get into some deep stuff, but I was just busy doing stuff, but I seen that message. Black men have left and they're not coming back. And what she's talking about is brothers are getting them passports. You see all them stamps. Brothers are out. You get your passport.
Hey, DJ Torch, can you dig up the original instead of? Can you dig up the original video instead of watching a reaction video?
I'll try to, but she's got a lot, so I'll look into it. But as you can see, though, this little bit, it ain't leaning, it ain't looking good for her. Let's put it that way. But I'll look into it while you guys talk. Just keep talking about what you saw, and while you guys do that, I'll dig into this. Do me a
favor, rewind just a tad bit back because I want to see this Negro stamps. Because I was like, I don't have no stamps that look like that. Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, where the fuck he been traveling that stamps look like that?
Yeah, do they put stamps like that up?
No, not that. What I said. I'm looking at my passport. I ain't got nothing look like that.
Do they put stamps like that up?
No,
not at all. From experience. What's
up, everybody? What's up, Strong?
Hey,
that was the first thing that stood out to me.
I'm in
the Cracker Jack box. What the fuck he been?
Is this person Gemini? Is this a woman or man? That's in your.
The stamps threw me off. I was like, no, my stamps don't look nothing like that. Okay. All right. I'm like, God damn. He must ain't left Africa. That look like train stamps or some shit. Like, no. You don't get stamps like that. That shit just eat.
Hold on one second. Let me get my passport.
That's what I was like. I know what mine's like. I ain't even got to pull mine. I was like, I think maybe one like that, but where the fuck he been? All them colors. Green, red,
I know.
Purple, brown. I'm like, huh?
What you look like he eats Starburst or something. I don't know.
I'm like, Where the fuck he been? That's what jumped out at me.
That don't make sense because mine
Don't look like that.
only got a few stamps. Only with the Philippines.
Okay,
You
mine
know?
look like yours, Anthony.
Yeah,
I'm like,
his is not real.
Bruh.
Wait. Okay, so Benji, you want two devices, huh?
Yeah, I'm about to bounce out of this one.
Okay, gotcha.
Cool. All right. So whichever one
There's
that I'm
mine.
not on screen.
You can see what mine look like, right?
Yeah, his is legit.
Okay.
Right. And I'm like, what the fuck?
That guy looks weird, that dude.
like, I'm like, huh?
You got to understand though. Hey, you got Rico. You got to understand. These dudes only go to the Latin countries, man. You been to other places.
But I was just looking, I'm like, where the fuck he been? That's why I didn't know. I never seen that. I'm sorry. Go ahead, DJ. I'm like,
Okay, let me okay, give me about 2 minutes to find another video of Crimson Cure. We'll go ahead and just do we'll play it. Well, I'm just gonna grab, you know how I like you shake up a bingo ball holder and you just pull one ball out and it is what it is. That's what we'll do. How about that?
What was that video?
So a bingo ball. Now
passport.
we have to get a couple women up on here because it's kind of like Dusty Central right now. No, I'm just kidding, fellas.
This nigga, okay, Miss Divester. He gonna call you. Oh, we gonna call you Mr. Divester.
what is that? What's that, Dante, with your old ass? Of course, look, they put my rocker hat on with your old ass.
remember, they were dogging me out for that. They were like, wait, okay, let me go on here.
Oh, look, old bitter bras. That's fucked up, DJ.
You know what? The stickers
Yeah,
on his
that's
passport,
Chantel.
like,
That's Chantel.
That's
Chantel doing her thing.
Broads. That shit's fucked up.
That's her.
It's funny as hell.
looks like Delta Airlines.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up here, Crimson Cure, right? We're gonna go there. I'm gonna let you guys even choose the video. Let's go here.
I ain't got no
okay.
dog. Let's go here.
So this one's coming up. Black women can't explore their. Let's. This sounds good. Let's go for this. Okay. Here we go.
This is A Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.
Okay.
And grow.
DJ, make it bigger.
Okay, here we go. Can you guys see it?
Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of The Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So what we're talking about is Black women exploring their options, and you don't have a lot of options to explore as a collective group. I'm going to show you a video.
Okay, let me stop it right there for a minute. Okay, I hate to say this, but maybe, women in general, but from what I've seen, it's the dudes going after the women, right? That's all I see. I mean, I see dudes complaining they can't get enough women. I mean, isn't that what the red pill thing is about? That men can't get the women they want?
That's exactly right.
But isn't she telling women or men that they're the ones who can't get the men they want, right?
Yeah, and even Sugar Booty often sit there and say, they play games. They play games with us.
Okay,
I'm going to talk about a stat that we've heard, and then we're going to come back and really explore and cook this situation. So let me share my screen. Here we go.
DJ, make it bigger if you can.
2.4 million dating interactions were looked at by researchers, and they looked at men and women's response rates to each other on a dating app. So here around me, we have how women respond to men. So white, Asian, and Latino women went for the white men, while Black women went for Black men.
Okay, God, and just if you roll it back just a tad bit, I want to point out one thing. This is the first major fucking fallacy. So from this point on, you can just ignore everything else that's said after she plays her video.
Okay.
back and really explore.
The information that the guy in the video says is from a dating app.
Yeah.
So when he says a dating app, we're talking Tinder. We're talking dating apps are notoriously fucking trash. If you're taking any data from a dating app, just drink bleach and fucking put a gun in your mouth and pull the fucking trigger.
Bleach do the faster job.
You are literally a fucking idiot, because literally that's where they get this trope from about black women being the most undateable, is from dating apps.
Right. That's where they got the data from. That is true.
Is fucking utter garbage. You know what? Men have literally sat around and cried themselves to sleep like little pissy bitches about dating apps, but yet you're going to take information from the same app and critique black women. Are you out of your fucking mind? It's utter garbage. Dating apps account for probably less than 20% of the dating population. The sample size is trash. The information is trash. Most of it is fucking self-reported. Niggas is all day fucking black women on dating apps, but yet saying they don't want to date them. But you're fucking them. Dating apps. So go back to the beginning, and I just want you to listen to where this information is coming from. And if you don't key in on that, you need to kick yourself in the ass. It comes from dating apps. Play it again, DJ.
Okay, before I get in there, Gemini said something that's straight up on the arrow in the middle. What's insane is they are literally celebrating their daughters being undateable and undesirable. Yeah, they forget, this is something that this is deep, and it's kind of like upsetting, because I do have a daughter myself. And it's like these dudes be throwing it seems like these manosphere dudes, which at least half of them have kids, right? And half of them have daughters, right?
Half. Fucking 90% of them got kids.
I'm trying to be nice.
The black ones 90%.
But
when you say half, you include the white ones.
What are they doing? Are they throwing their daughters under the bus and out to the wolves?
Yes.
I mean, not only.
Yeah.
It's funny how that came in. I didn't even do that. Oh, that's. But no, I mean, somebody is throwing their daughters under the bus. Okay, I know, red pill guys. I know you're out there somewhere. You're throwing your daughters under the bus, and then after that, you throw them under the bus and they get run over. Then you're throwing them out to the wolves, so they can't even fight them off. That kills me. That gets. Oh man, let me shut up. Let me put this thing on before I have a temper tantrum.
Blood pressure, brother. Blood pressure.
Good point. Something.
Breathe.
I got to hit my meds, bro. I got to hit my meds.
And cook this situation. So let me share my screen. Here we go.
2.4 million dating interactions were looked at by researchers, and they looked at men and women's response rates to each other on a dating app. So here around me, we have how women.
Okay, so I have to stop this for a minute, because we see who we see here.
But we did hear that this information is coming from dating apps.
Right. And
okay,
my only other comment from knowing about, because I actually had a dating site one time back in the day when I was into my little web design days, right? And what I learned is that 90% of these sites are focused on non-Black people.
Exactly.
Okay.
You can start there. Start there.
So let's go.
Women respond to men. So white, Asian, and Latino women went for the white men, while Black women went for Black men. Black men, white men, and Latino men had the highest response rates for Asian women, and Asian men went for Latinas. Women responding to men to least responses went to Black men. Black women had the least interactions with white men, and Black women had the least response rate from any race on the men's side. This data is clearly controversial.
Let me stop this, because I'm experienced, even though I'm not a Black woman, I grew up with 2 Black women in my family, black men that truly like black women usually will approach black women in person. They don't do the dating app things. The ones that aren't the black men, I mean the what Caucasian men
That's right.
that like black women, they usually do it in person.
Mhm.
And I mean, and their love for black women is as equal as any black man's love for black women when they do. Obviously, there's a lower volume of white men who have these feelings, but they do.
DJ,
So
let me give you a secondary point, right?
okay,
Just so people can understand, like how trash these fucking dating app surveys are, right?
okay,
If we're 13% of the population on dating apps, black people might account for maybe 7 or 8% of the dating app profiles,
if
men
that,
and women.
if that,
So in essence, when you're going through and you're swiping on Tinder, you're going to see a far more percentage of non-black people than black people. Chances are, if I'm Rico, I'm swiping through, I'm looking for a black woman. Well, for every one black woman, I'm gonna see 100 white women. Well, some of them fucking white women gonna look good to me. Oh shit, she thick. Fuck it, I get her. So all of a sudden, so that percentage goes up. While my interest may be more, I'm not in a dating market because these dating apps, which were made for what? White people.
right,
I'm in a pool of much more white, Asian, Latinos than black. So yes, that these 10 black women that's on the app, they're gonna get picked because guess what? These black men gotta go through 1,000 white women to find those 10. So I mean, by the time I get to them, bitch, I'm tired of swiping. Fuck it, I'm done. So they don't get picked as much by their same because the population, they're such a small percentage of the population. It's not that they're less desirable, they're less visible. They're seen less
right,
because the app itself is not even tailored to, they're not these dating apps, they have algorithms just like YouTube does. So these black women are not pushed to the front.
right,
They came in the back. Guess where they left at? In the motherfucking back.
right.
So unless you're willing to invest in that amount of time to get all the fucking way to where they are, you won't see them. So their visibility is much lower. It is not that they are less desirable. They are equally as desirable, or maybe in some instances more desirable. They are just 10 times harder to find. That's what dating apps do. And they take data from this skewed bullshit and they use that to weaponize against black women to say, see, they're not picking you. No, they can't fucking find you, is what they're not telling you.
True, true.
That's the fucking lie they tell you about these dating apps. When these apps are designed to push white women forward, to put them to the front. So when I go to a dating app, I'm inundated with white women, Latino and Asian, white women, Latino and Asian. So when you're inundated with visual images, you have a propensity to pick out of the choices you get. If I got 1,000 choices,
Okay. Let me jump in here for a minute. It's even more skewed in the swipe community because I myself, let me tell you, you can swipe right 10 times before you see a black woman.
Yeah.
And that's on Bumble, Tinder, or whatever.
Yes.
But let me break it down even deeper right now. If I go to let me go to a club here in Las Vegas, right? That is mostly Caucasian. If there is a black woman in there, she's looking good, she's getting attention. Let me tell you. Okay, she is going to get attention. There's going to be other races coming up to her, asking her to dance, buying her drinks. Okay, giving basically, if there was a black man in there, well, you're just gonna have to wait your turn because there's three Asian guys, 2 white guys, a couple Filipino guys in line already. So that, I guess my point is that this devaluation crap rap, it don't work on me. Okay, now if there's this is for what I would call an African American woman who's of moderate attraction. Okay, so we can go back to this. Let's see what this app guy is saying, but I'll probably speed past that so we can go forward and see what Crimson Cure is about. But right now, as far as her starting off with her speech and then going into this dating app, to probably point out or make a point, which we need to listen to. It's not an amazing start for her to say that she's neutral. Now, don't get me wrong. It's maybe she's going to come back and say and give us the feeling that she's just giving black women the information they need to know about the odds they have or whatever. But I mean, I've been a spectator of how other races and black men react with black women, and it's not right now what this guy's saying. Let's keep going.
It's meant to show you guys what the numbers really look like in the real world. Let me know what you guys think. 2.4 million.
But it can't be the real world because he just said it was a dating app. The dating apps, and I say this to everybody, dating apps are not real world. They're 2 different environments. You're talking about a geek who's on the computer at least 12 hours a day. Let me keep going.
Now, what that quickly showed was the data from dating apps, right? Who was most desired and who was not desired. Women responded to men. White men actually got the most response.
Let me.
It's not data. It's trash.
It's not. I mean, the thing is this. It is. Let me have to debate that. It is data. It's just not correct. It's in the way that she is presenting it. It's not correct. It's correct in itself, and as far as the given algorithm, of the dating apps that this gentleman or whoever the guy is looked into. But what he didn't look into is dating apps like Black People Meet, Black Love, BlackRelationships.com. Do you see where I'm going?
Yeah, but my point is this: it's data that's predetermined. Basically, it's data that's found on a desired result. So if I wanted a desired result, I can fix the data to give me the desired result. True data is blind, where you do nothing to alter the outcome of it. That's not what dating apps do. Dating apps, like you said, they're designed when they create them. It's to, hey, we want
A perfect example would be something like when you see those car commercials and they say, "Yeah, this car is number one," and they took it for number one of a certain category that they were only number one in. The car is trash, but it's maybe it's a category that it's number one in being towed.
But DJ, this is what I say. The number one reason why I tell people why dating apps is shit, because guess what? They're tailored for young people. Where's the old people on them? If it's blind data, why is it a bunch of 20 and 30-year-olds? You don't see a bunch of six. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's skewed. It's not skewed just towards race. It's skewed by sex. It's skewed by age. It's even skewed by religion. You'll see things where dating apps, like you don't see an abundance of Muslims. Like all of a sudden, America don't have Muslims or some shit. Or women with hijabs. But you don't see a preponderance. Like she wears one, but you don't see a preponderance of that. So I'm like, when you don't see an unblind data set where it's not tailored to bring. So when these dating apps, Tinder, Bumble, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I'm like, they're consistently presenting you with Becky's and Karen's and whatnot. That's not data. That's garbage.
Exactly. And I agree. And not only this, but they don't take into account that most Black people are probably going to go to niche sites like Black People Meet instead. You see what I'm saying? And he probably didn't even count that.
Right. But you can't say, okay, maybe not Muslim, but Jewish people, or like that's why they have Jew Day. They have a separate app for that. Black People Meet. Because the bottom line is these generic white apps are not tailored for people outside of their ethnic. Basically, they need to call it White People Meet. They just don't. They just don't. They're like, we're not gonna call it White People Meet because why? We fucking run everything. We don't need to we don't need to call
White People Meet.
Black.
That's farmers only.
Okay, I'm gonna play the video. Here we go.
From a mixed group of women, white women, Asian women, Latina women, right? And Black men got the most response from Black women when it talked about women going to men. When it talked about men going towards women, Black women actually had the lowest interaction from anybody, Black, white, Asian, or Latino men, right? And other women got the higher interaction from other men. And even though it was quick, it was reflective of how men and women of different ethnic groups see each other.
I'm going to stop it right there. Dante, are you still here?
No, he's not here.
I think he dropped. But the bottom line is she doesn't understand data. That's just all there is to it. She doesn't understand data. And it's problematic because people who don't understand data are sitting there giving you the reason why data shows up the way it does when they don't understand what the fuck you're talking about. So I'm not going to knock the woman for, but what I hear her repeating, she's repeating shit that's said in the manosphere because the manosphere says this same shit. And those ignorant motherfuckers don't understand data because if you understand dating apps, you will understand the percentage of a crystal clear. And what they're relying on, I think one of the first sites I saw, and here's the crazy part about it. As I met my wife on OkCupid. OkCupid was one of the apps that they I think Kitten Heels or somebody else cited that. And I was like, it's really crazy. You have to understand how those dating apps are set up. They're not set up for ethnic people. They're set up for white people. That's fine.
I mean, that's where they started, and it's not really an issue with
but it's not real.
The app. It's just how it was designed, and
that's how it was designed. That's it.
I mean, who wants to restart an app that they spent $1 million to build over the years, right? Which isn't a lot. That's like $250K a year. I mean, web designers are expensive. So just think about it like this. And so why would they want to rebuild all that to make a small portion of the app customers happy? You see what I'm saying?
But my point is no one's telling them even to rechange the app or to fix the app or to change the app. Leave all the apps like they are. I'm 100% fine with that. All I'm saying is, how are these content creators pulling data out of what is visibly skewed? If I saw something that's skewed, it's like, hey, look, you know what? I go over and I eat at this restaurant. And I know it's not the best restaurant in the world because it's skewed to my liking. But fuck it. I'm going to eat out of it. I'm not going to sit there and write a food review and say, oh, they make the best shit. Because, like, for example, right? Like, here's a perfect example, DJ. I like my steak well done. I don't like nothing bleeding. I like that shit burnt. Like the people say, you like shoe leather. I think it's the greatest steak in the world. I'm not going to write a review to say that because that's how they make it. They make it the way I like it.
Right.
But is it the best steak in the world? It is to me. It may not be to everybody else. And I understand that look, I'm biased. So what I'm saying is what's problem is, yeah, I know what's problematic is they're taking a biased point of view and saying this is the way the world sees it. No, when I have a biased point of view, I know that my point of view is biased. Dating apps are biased to non-ethnic people. Period.
Right.
And
All
if
I
you
know is
pull
this.
data from there, you need to be kicked in your ass.
All I know is this, and I'm going to roll the tape. If I go to a club here in Las Vegas, which is a real world scenario, a club or even a restaurant, let's say even a restaurant, and there is an attractive black woman in there or some attractive black women in there, I better hurry the hell up because somebody gonna be gobbling them up quickly. Okay, they are not. I mean, it's that's just the way it is. It's you have to move fast. I remember when I was at a club down there in Town Square. There was a cute little shorty in there. This is like for old people, but she was like probably in her mid 40s, maybe early 40s. I said to myself, okay, let me go ahead. Oh, I see. She's cute. Let me go ahead, get my hair right, get my suit right. So I went to the bathroom, came back. She was gone. She already, I mean, somebody came and already snatched her up. Okay.
Hey,
So
DJ, let me say this to Tales from the Cult. I'm going to say this. They got the data from predominantly white dating apps. And the only reason why I say that is because the non-white dating apps don't correlate data.
right.
So I know it's the OkCupid, the Tinder, the Bumble, because if you go to the ethnic dating sites, which there are them that exist, I don't think they're very good on data collection or
Well, they don't
correlation.
have to be because there's not. I mean,
Right.
maybe
Yeah.
they go by the basics. When I had a dating site website, and I did have one, which was very, it was moderately complicated, but you just went by. I mean, it's only us in here, so it's black folk up in here. Why
Right.
what other
So
where I'm
you
not
need,
trying to find out what political party you in or nothing like that. And we looking for the black political party. You
but
know what I
but
mean?
but but I
We,
know that when they go to collect that data, they're not going to these niche dating apps.
right.
They're not gonna go to Black People Meet or
No.
Jew Date. They're just not gonna go. They're going to go to what they consider the mainstream apps.
The top 10,
And,
what they call the top 10.
right. And when they go to the mainstream apps, we know what they are. They are exactly as you described, predominantly white dating apps. And then those apps are skewed. So I'm like,
Right.
okay, fine, but you can't say that means that Jewish women or Latino women or LGBT women are undesirable. That's utter bullshit. It's
Right.
garbage because
Exactly.
it just and for her, which again, I have nothing against Sister Crimson, but when I see people of color who are, I'm like, Crimson, is she getting her data from Black People Meet? No. I
Right.
guarantee you she went straight to Tinder, which is a predominantly white app. She went to those apps. She didn't go to an ethnic app to get her data. Because if
Right.
she went to an ethnic app to get her data, it would be different.
Exactly.
You
It
can't-
would be. I mean, it
Yeah.
would be.
So you can't go to a predominantly white app and then get your data and go, oh, this is the gospel, this is the Bible. Like, man, get
Right.
out of here with that bullshit.
Okay, let me keep playing it.
Go ahead.
And it was reflective of how other men outside of Black men see Black women. And they don't see them all that favorably, which is why Black women were not highly sought after by other groups of men, aside from Black men, right?
Yeah.
So when they talk about we're going to explore our options with other men, that is not something that's really in the cards for most Black women.
What I'm saying is,
Man, I don't know how much more of this I could take. And I'm a dude.
You see how they take white data and weaponize it against Black people.
Right. Let's keep it going.
That's all I'm saying.
We got to give her a chance. Let's give her a chance.
But it's white
The
data
least
weaponizing
desired
it
by
against us.
other races of men, because you don't compete well with other women. You don't. This is why there's passport bros, and this is why you got Black women being mad and making all these TikToks about how they're unbothered, but you make 5 or 6 TikToks about something you're unbothered about. Talking greasy, talking down about what passport bros are supposedly doing when they go to these other countries, when they seek out these other women, whether it be for marriage, whether it be for a fun time, whether it be just for whatever, you accusing them of crimes, international crimes, like trafficking and things of that nature, sex tourism, all of these different, bottom of the barrel kinds of accusations are coming out from Black women towards Black men who have decided that they too are going to back up and back away from dating and marrying Black women on a larger scale. That number is dwindling as the years go by. And what this does is demonstrates how Black women trying to say that the reason why Black people don't have better family construction or better cohesion, higher marriage rates or whatever is because of the failings and the shortcomings of the men primarily. That Black men are the ones that don't have a sense of family, that don't want to raise children, that don't want to get married.
Okay, hold on one second, folks. I want to make sure I get Dante in here. Dante, you had a little bit of an echo going on, so let me see if I got it fixed.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you got it.
Can you hear me?
You fixed it. Wait.
Maybe
You have more than one app open?
Let me close it. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I gotta close it.
Okay, we want to give Dante a chance. Wait, let me mute. Okay, I'm gonna mute him from now. We'll keep this playing until Dante. Let me know, Dante. Just type it in the chat that when you're ready to go. We're gonna keep.
Don't play no more. Don't play
They
no more.
don't want to have.
Stop it. Don't play no more. Come on.
Okay. I know.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is the echo still here?
We can hear you.
Echo's on. Okay, go for it.
Okay, I really can't speak up on it. I was getting kicked out, man. I was trying to talk, and y'all couldn't hear me. My microphone was messed up, and I kept getting kicked out.
Okay.
And so I was missing. Yeah, I was missing the majority of what y'all was talking about, and what the Crimson Cure was talking about. I missed majority of everything. So
okay, let's do this. Let me just play it from this point on. Okay, you still got echo going on with you.
You know what? I gotta. You know what? Something wrong with this, so I'm gonna have to look at it from the chat because I don't know what's wrong with this damn thing, man. It still got an echo or whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in the back room. And then when
DJ, just go back 5 minutes and play it, and just let us rehear it. Don't go no further because I can't take no more. Just go back 5 minutes, and I'm like, oh my Jesus.
Oh, we need a recap. Oh man.
Okay, so we'll do a recap.
Oh.
Okay, I know, but we got to do this. This is research. This is We got to do this. Okay, so I'm going to go back. Should we go back before or after the app thing?
After the app. After the app.
Okay.
I just want to hear what she has to say.
Okay. Dante, here we go.
2.4 million.
Now, what that quickly showed was the data from dating apps, right? Who was most desired and who was not desired. Women responded to men. White men actually got the most response from a mixed group of women, white women, Asian women, Latina women, right? And black men got the most response from black women when it talked about women going to men. When it talked about men going towards women, black women actually had the lowest interaction from anybody, black, white, Asian, or Latino men, right? And other women got the higher interaction from other men. And even though it was quick, it was reflective of how men and women of different ethnic groups see each other. And it was reflective of how other men outside of black men see black women. And they don't see them all that favorably, which is why black women were not highly sought after by other groups of men, aside from black men, right? So when they talk about we're going to explore our options with other men, that is not something that's really in the cards for most black women. You're the least desired by other races of men because you don't compete well with other women. You don't. This is why there's passport bros, and this is why you got black women being mad and making all these TikToks about how they're unbothered, but you make 5 or 6 TikToks about something you're unbothered about. Talking greasy, talking down about what passport bros are supposedly doing when they go to these other countries, when they seek out these other women.
I need to stop this for just 1 second because I need to say something.
Hey,
She's trying to misrepresent the reason why black women are pushing back on the passport boys.
Hey, DJ.
And I know this to be true, that the reason they're
Tam.
pushing back
Tam's
is
here.
because these passport boys are talking shit. And I'm sorry to ruin my algorithm. They're talking shit about black women. That's the problem. It has nothing to do with them packing their bags and leaving. In fact, after some experiences recently I've had, and after I've focused on studying the passport men, not only do I want you guys to go and get your passport, but take your friends with you. Anybody who thinks ill will of black women, I'm sending this out to you. Take them with you too, and make sure you have enough rent to stay forever.
DJ, do us a favor. Tam's in the back chat. I don't know how this back chat shit work.
Okay, I'll get her up. I'll take care of it.
Get her up. Thank you.
Okay, and I'll bring up. But I'm sorry I had to stop this right here. But
no.
This is a very important point. They are making it sound like they are making it sound like that women are mad because they're leaving, and quite honestly, I believe they're getting mad because they're not leaving.
Bring Tam up and let's continue the conversation. Bring Sister Tam.
Oh, so I didn't even see Strum was down here. Okay, Dante, did you get the Dante threw that in there?
What is this? We got StreamYard, we got Restream. How many stream stuff is there out there?
Yeah, I'm a restreamer.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Okay, you guys.
Y'all gonna have to start talking some more because this. I mean, wait. Let me make sure it's Dante in the mix because Dante is here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Dante his take.
His rebuttal.
his take,
Hi,
rebuttal,
Dante.
whatever he wants to
DJ
say.
Torch.
You know,
And
here we go. Dante, you should
Can
be
y'all
on.
hear me?
who
Sure can.
the heck is this woman?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Who is this woman?
Can you hear me,
Crimson
Torch?
Cure.
She what?
Crimson Cure.
Crimson. Okay, go ahead, Dante. I don't know who Crimson whatever is. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yes.
can hear you.
You can?
Yes.
We can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, my take. Okay, I don't know. You really can't give your input because
Are you there? Hello?
when people personal people private little spaces. If I'm trying to make sense of that.
Okay.
Hello?
Wait, you're breaking up a little bit.
Okay. Hold on.
You're good now. You're good now.
I have a question. Who is this woman and what is she talking about?
Okay, hold on for 1 second. Okay, Dante and Tam. Go ahead,
Yes.
Dante.
Can y'all hear me?
this.
Really hear me? My shit is fucked up.
I can hear you.
Okay, Tam, hang on for a second.
You know what? I'll keep going. Y'all, I'll keep my going, Rico, because my shit fucked up. What's up?
Okay. Dante's breaking up. Okay, so let me just reframe it, right? Tam, let me reframe it for you. Okay. Crimson Cure is a content creator, and she's a content creator that she somewhat came into the and she's a content creator that the red. I got an echo somewhere. Maybe it's Dante.
Okay, it should go away.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I hear an echo too.
Okay, go ahead.
It's Dante. Maybe it's when he comes.
Wait a minute. It's something else.
Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Look, Dante shut down.
Wait a minute.
Wait, no, I already muted Dante. So where's it coming from?
No, I think it's Dante because when he comes up, he creates
muted Dante.
Okay,
You sure? No, I think is everybody else muted?
try it now.
Is everybody muted? Sure.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna find out where the bug is at in a minute here. Hold on. Okay.
Hold on, I gotta find.
Wait. Okay. How about now? Hello.
Okay, can you guys hear me now? Okay, that's gone. I think it's Dante. When he comes up.
No, I think it's Tam.
Oh no, Tam's here.
No, what I mean is it's Tam Echo. Echo?
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
fine. I think it's Dante. When Dante came up, even when we were on StreamYard, and they're throwing no shade at you, Dante. It's like I think his whatever his on his phone, it was creating a feedback loop. So I hope that took care of it. The only thing I was saying was that Crimson Cure is this content creator who she has a certain perspective about relationships, advices, and so on and so forth. And if her position fits within the red pill manosphere space, Dante wanted to believe that she wasn't red pill. Now, I don't necessarily say that I ascribe her to red pill, but her talking points are red pill very adjacent. So myself, DJ, everybody's like, Dante, look, I don't know. She might be your girl. You like her, whoop-de-whoop. But that shit is very, very, very red pill where she's like, women shut the fuck up, listen to the men, boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
That sort of thing.
Okay.
He went and he pulled tape. And when we pulled the tape, we watching the tape, and the tape is like, Dante. I'm not saying she red pill, but this shit is real pillish. Cause she went so the whole narrative we went on was about she went to the whole the red pill space always talks about black women being undateable, right, Tam?
Okay.
You're a black woman. You're nobody wants to date you because you're black.
Okay.
And I said that's based on
That's
what?
bull.
No, but it's
Everybody wants him.
But listen, what I'm saying is the narrative is being pushed that just because she's black, oh fuck you, don't nobody want you. Forget you're smart, you're beautiful, you're intelligent. Forget all that. You're black. That's enough. So literally, I was like, that's stupid. Because what they kept saying was everything was based off of a dating app. And I knew early on that was dumb. I was like, dating apps are skewed towards white people. I know that. That's just what data scientists tell us. It's skewed towards white people. It's not skewed towards black people.
This is what I will say about. This is what I will say about dating sites and the data. There are studies that say Asian men and black women are the least successful sites. So I fully admit that. But I caught her saying like, oh, black women don't compete a lot in this manosphere stuff. What does that mean? Compete for what?
Okay, but Tam, let me stop you. You started with the conversation where you fully admit that black women and Asian men are the least desirable, right?
No, I didn't know. No. I didn't say
what?
They tend to be the least successful on dating sites. That
doesn't
mean they're not successful at all.
No, but listen what I'm saying.
Because I'm a black woman and my ex is an Indian, okay? He's Asian, so I'm not saying that black men. I'm not saying black women and Asian men are not successful. They're the least.
Okay, but what I'm saying is this: I'm challenging even that because they are the least on primarily white dating apps, and I'm going to tell you why. Because the algorithm
that's what I think.
Is what I'm saying is it's true, but every time when we pull the data, we're pulling the data from primarily white dating apps.
Mm-hmm.
Primarily white dating apps are designed and tailored towards white people. So what happens is it's not that black women or Asian men are least desirable. They're pushed on these apps. They're pushed to the bottom. So they're the less seen. So what happens is when these people get in these spaces and they go, oh, they're the least desirable. They're not the least desirable. What happens is, you know what Asian men do? They go to dating apps for Asian people.
Like Dill.
You know what black people do? They go to dating apps for black people. So they're not invested in white apps. So the small percentage of blacks and Asians who involve themselves into white apps, there's such a small percentage that they end up being selected the least. You're selected the least because you're seen the least. Gotcha. And what they do is they say, oh, well, nobody's picking you because nobody fucking finds me. And then they use that evidence as why nobody wants you.
Right.
Well, that's not evidence why nobody wants you.
Right.
That's what they're doing. And that's exactly what this young lady that we're watching here, she went to a PWI app and said, whatever that app says is true. And I'm like, that's bullshit.
Okay.
That's bullshit.
But Rico.
Yes.
This isn't Tasha K. They look.
Wait, one at a time. Okay. Venus go and then Tam after Venus.
Hey, Venus.
I I was just gonna say that I don't think blacks dating apps more than the same amount of or the same as white women. Like when I go to work, it seems like a lot of white women that I socialize with at work, a lot of them are on dating apps. I don't really any sisters that is on dating apps like white women are on there, or like so that
I agree.
That's another factor too that
Yes.
dispels statement.
Yes. So you're giving me even more evidence is that we don't even participate at the same level that they do. They might participate 100%. We're sketchy. So right. So if you look at the white population, you might say, okay, it's 80% of white people believe in dating apps. Okay, maybe 50% of black people do. So half of black people aren't even on dating apps because they don't trust them. So all of these factors matter. So how does a black woman say, oh, I'm going to go to a white app that's predominantly white, only half the percentage of black people even believe in, and only 10% of them will show up on that white app, that all of a sudden what they say dictates how things are. What she's saying is white supremacy matters. That's what she's saying. She's literally saying white supremacy matters. She's doing the Jesse Lee Peterson. White people are perfect.
Hello?
Fuck black people. Fuck y'all.
Hello?
That's literally what she's saying when you take
Tam.
data from that space.
Okay.
That's what you're saying. You're saying black people doesn't matter. What you think, how you feel, how you date, the spaces you go to, doesn't matter. You're not on Tinder. If you niggas ain't on Tinder, you don't count. And the majority of black people are not on fucking Tinder. We don't Tinder. So why are we taking our
but
data
the
from
other
Tinder?
thing, Rico, the other thing is, but the way that she looked, those passport bros don't even like women that look like her.
Hello? Testing.
Okay. You're good. You're good. You're good, Tam. We can hear you.
Most of the passport bros want light-skinned women that they can't get.
Is she related to Tasha?
Wait,
Tasha
you're breaking up, Tam.
She looks like Tasha K. Is she related to?
Not that I know
Tasha
of.
K's cousin?
Not that I know of. No.
They look.
You know something?
Alike.
For Christmas, I think I'm getting everybody who has a bad mic a microphone.
Oh, we all messing up?
I have a HyperX mic. Oh, that's good.
Everybody put in your damn order.
Oh, man. All right. Hold on.
DJ got us.
Tam is dogging out my restream. Tam, come on now.
But that's the problem of Venus. That's the problem is that, like,
it's not our mics, DJ Torch. Stop blaming our mics.
But here's the problem.
Yeah, I got me the brand new HyperX.
I'm just saying, Crimson Cure look like Harriet trying to be funny, but the passport bros, she's defending. She looked like Harriet.
She's the Harriet
Tubman
of the passport.
Harriet Tubman of the passport bros.
Knows a place.
She's defending a group of guys who don't
knows a place
even
black
have
men. Black men can get these passports and not have to deal with black.
You're killing me.
She looks like Tasha.
Yes.
You're Muslim?
Muslim.
I think she is. I think she's a widow.
She's a widow.
That's what.
Let's play someone more to take. Well,
Can somebody please answer this question? What is this compete that I stuff about black women need to compete. Compete for what and compete how?
That's the funny thing. That's the funny thing. I was just explaining to everybody how here in Las Vegas, an attractive black woman doesn't have to compete. You just,
Nope.
really, a lot of women that attractive women don't have to compete.
But what is
Maybe
okay, go ahead.
compete for $1 million men? I don't know what she's.
What does that mean? So okay, so what am I supposed to do? Compete for you? What does that even mean? Give me an example of what they mean by you need.
Cooking and cleaning, I guess.
Cooking and cleaning.
Submission.
Submission.
Everybody clean.
Being fit, feminine, cooperative.
That's why I wish we had one of these red pill guys on, because I really need them to explain to me what's, because I don't believe in all that. If you like someone, you like someone.
My dumb ass.
If there's a connection,
You're absolutely
I don't
right,
get it.
man.
I know plenty of women that do just fine being modern, as they would put it. In fact, I know more women that are modern that have no problem with relationships than I do women who are traditional.
Life is not The Bachelor. Life is not The Bachelor. We're not supposed to be competing. Right. I don't want a guy to compete for me. If you like me and I like you, then that's it. And why do you have to compete for me and prove yourself to another guy if you're the one I want to be with?
Right. This is what they're doing. This is their scarcity marketing ploy. And what I mean is this: they're trying. Hey, I'm a black man and I benefit from their scarcity marketing ploy. Mm-hmm. But it's a dumb ploy. They're trying to raise the value of African American men as a whole, instead of each African American man building his own value. And what I mean is this: is you've seen them on the Peso show, how creepy these men are. These are the type of men that Crimson Cure is trying to fight for, because regular African American men. Wait, let me finish. Let me finish. Regular African American men and good African American men have no problem finding good African American women, or whatever their preference might be.
That's yellow, brother.
It's that simple.
I agree. So
now we all quiet.
Yeah.
So, okay. First of all, what the hell kind of name is Crimson Cure? That's my second question is, so okay, so she's the type of woman that's trying to fight type of men, right?
Right.
So you mean to tell me Crimson Cure is fighting? Because she doesn't have to fight for that. She can have him.
Well, it seems to me that what she's trying to do is take weak men of weak mind and make them seem more desirable.
Have guys like Brothers Abroad and Chester. So I mean, she really doesn't have to fight. It's very easy.
Right. That's an easy win for her, right?
It very much have to fight. You can have all the Chesters. Yeah. You can have all the Brothers Abroads. You can have all the Johnny. You can have them. Trust me, girl. You don't have to compete with me.
That's Brothers Abroad. Brothers Abroad is sugar booty.
Hey, Tam.
Stop saying.
Hey, y'all went on Brothers Abroad.
Sisters Abroad.
Channel.
Sisters Abroad.
I went on there like I don't know, maybe it was 2 weeks ago, and I'm like dancing with some Mexican lady, and I
told you. I told you
he was dancing. I mean, it was people. It was people even commenting like, "Is he too sassy?" Or I mean,
that shit was embarrassing, wasn't it?
Maybe.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, I'm not saying that he is. I'm just saying,
He
like,
is.
No.
worse.
No,
Rico
he is.
be-
I saw
I'm
that
just saying-
video,
God.
and when I saw
just
that
saying,
video,
like people like Esther,
Oh, yeah.
people like Mr. Ruckus, if she feels like she's fighting and competing for them, because trust me, she can have them.
when I saw Sugar Booty video, I said Sugar Booty is Sugar Booty. There's no denying that.
Rico, you need to stop that. Man.
And all I did was I watched what he did, and I was like, why is he prancing around like that? I was like,
Prancing.
oh, nah.
Y'all tried to remember. Y'all tried to tell me. You know,
If she wants roll the tape, if she wants BM Brothers Abroad, if she wants all of them, she can have them. Trust me, she doesn't have to compete.
All I said was like, look, bro, it's 2022. Love who you want.
That's
But,
right.
bro, just miss me with the bullshit about, oh, it's not this way, it's not that way. And now he down in Brazil. I'm like, you down there Sugar Booty in too.
It's a lot of booties in Brazil.
He's not.
There's a lot of them in Brazil.
No, Brothers Abroad is not gay.
Sugar Booty is Sugar Booty. You down there on the same shit.
Tam, maybe we'll have a show on the gender definition of brothers abroad or something. We'll have a debate.
No,
I'll kill a motherfucker
I will.
all
No, I don't.
I
don't do the gay shaming. I don't do that. No, I don't do
No,
that.
Excuse me. Tam, here's the beauty, Tam. I'm not shaming him. I'm just telling him I won't gay shame him if he don't Spanish shame me. I don't speak Spanish. And I admitted it. So I'm like, motherfucker, stop sitting there. And again, I only called him that because, like Venus said, I watched that video. And maybe you need to go, Venus, give her the name of that video. She need to go.
That video,
look at that video, and you gonna be like,
I watched that video about 4 times, and I was sitting over there like, I ain't no sexual or something.
I don't know.
And I never, until I saw that video, when I saw that video, I said, remember, everybody was talking about the frosty tips.
I'm not.
The hair.
I'm from the Bay, baby. I'm from the Bay. I'm from the Bay.
I didn't make no
Hey, hold on.
Tam can't stand the Bay talk. Tam cannot stand no Bay talk.
But I'm from the Bay.
I'm from the
Y'all leave the Bay alone, man.
Baby.
And I got you. Hey.
He doesn't know none of the streets, but he's from the Bay. And he lives in Sacramento. Sacramento is not the Bay.
No,
Sacramento is 60 miles away.
Rico, I wanted to ask you about the. I know it's pretty women over there, but they act like they're only gorgeous. Like, is it when you compare them to American women?
No, I made a video on that. On how they floss with somebody who Kevin Samuels would call average at best. They flossing with average at best.
Real, like,
it's a mindset.
I mean, but they say those women
so much like they're not posted up with baddies. I see regular.
Right. No. The reality is
they
this.
can't get baddies.
Well, here's the difference is, and this is the factual truth, whether it's Mexico, DR, wherever. Okay. Like, I'm be honest with you, and I notice it more and more, me and the missing women, like most of the people over there, they've gotten work. And it's noticeable. The work is very noticeable. It's like there's no you have to, like, dude, come on. The work is just like, as soon as you get off the plane, you're like, work. You can see the work. So like, it's like if you want to suspend belief that they ain't had work, then tell yourself what do you want to tell yourself. But everybody else is like, oh, that got work, because it's not even proportional, most of them.
I'm just like, I've yet to post at any baddies yet. I see regular chicks.
No, the averages
Me
are the
too.
same as it is here. So basically, I could take every woman from America that's average, drop them over there, get them to work, they're going to look the same. The difference is, difference is this, is that the work, but what people are not comparing is the work here compared to the work there. So when you go into those places in those countries, the cost of the work, that's what's being lost. The cost of the work. Like in DR, what's probably the number one cosmetic tourism they're doing is, believe it or not, is dental work. People are over there getting veneers, just like braces. Braces here in the U.S. is, I think someone said like $8,000 to $10,000.
Yeah, about 8,000.
I don't know. You got
paid for it,
and your insurance doesn't cover it. So if you need braces in the U.S., your insurance doesn't cover it. You're going to pay on average $8,000 to $10,000.
Yeah,
you get it done in DR.
I'd rather my teeth do gang signs than to pay
But
that for
what I'm saying is that same 8 to 10K in the US will cost you 2 to 4 in the DR. Every motherfucking body in the DR got braces.
That's true.
And I'm sitting there like, how the fuck y'all got braces? Because the cost is so cheap.
It's cheaper. It's cheaper. Like they just like, you see Americans going down to DR and really risking it just because it's cheaper, just because they don't want to pay.
Substantially cheaper. It's a big cut because you can't. Because here, if your kid needs braces, like I told my son, I think Zoe's gonna need braces. You better bring that little bitch to DR. Fuck that shit. Because if you get it in fucking America, it's going to cost. So I told them, bring my granddaughter to the DR, get her fucking teeth fixed there, and they do a great job. All them motherfuckers got beautiful smiles. Braces is so cost affordable. Healthcare is so much more affordable in other countries compared to and that same thing goes to the cosmetic surgery. When you want to get the boobs and you want to get the butt.
And it's
risky.
Risky.
A woman here want to get her ass done for $10K, it might be $2K in the DR or Colombia.
So glad Mother Nature blood, because
that's the thing.
But they shame here for getting cosmetics.
With the big
that's full of shit. They say that publicly, but they're really not. So at the end of the day, a 5 here is basically a 5 there just got work. That's basically it. So when you sit there and you're like, a woman that she's a 5 here, she ain't got no work. So her shit may be standard, no boobs, no tits, no dental work. Well, the 5 over there got all that shit done. That's the difference. Literally, you got 4s and 5s overseas that get work done, and when they get work done, guess who they trying to play? They're trying to play me, Marquii, and Anthony and fucking DJ, who come over there and go, she's beautiful. No, she's a fucking 5 that got work done. She's a 5 that got work done. And I'm not gonna tell you it doesn't look different.
Listen.
It looks different.
Listen, but this is the thing, whether it's in DR, Mexico, or even here in the States, this plastic surgery, there's women that straight up look crazy with this plastic surgery.
Yeah.
We're crazy.
But literally, I'm telling you, like 80, 70, 80, 90% of the Colombian women have had work done. If you find a Colombian woman that ain't got work done, you probably won't even be attracted to them because it's the preponderance of ones who got work. It's getting to the point now, like almost the DR is the same thing. It's like compared to
leave your body
women
alone.
who got work, right? Body modifications against no modifications. Body modifications against natural. The natural is like.
Okay, you guys Station commercial, station commercial. Remember to go over the Tales from the Cult to check it out, especially if you have young ladies in your family that need protection from the outside world. Let's just put it that way. She has some great educational videos along with some information on the latest news. Right now, I'm going to start another topic, and I'm just going to play it. I think you guys might find it interesting. Here we go.
Fellas, haters, this is not clickbait. I am going to break down what my stay was like in a Mexican jail.
Oh, this
I
brother.
was just released from a jail
Yeah,
in
I heard
Mexico, July of 2021. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm from the United States. I'm gonna let y'all know what the stay was like. It ain't any pros, obviously, but I'm gonna let y'all know, compare and contrast, what it's like in the United States versus what it's like out here. Now, if it's something that y'all want to know, y'all find this information useful at all, hit the thumbs up, hit that notification bell.
Okay, one thing, there's already a couple red flags that if you are comparing the jails
That
in
means your ass has
Mexico
been to
versus
jail in the United States.
wait, say it again.
Does that mean his ass has been to jail in the United States?
Correct.
Yes.
Oh
And
Lord,
Mexico. Here we go.
Lord Jesus. There's no types about us as black people.
Pookie US and Pookie
Mad if those
Mexico.
guys
Pookie.
be hollering at
Bell
10.
bang, you know what I'm saying? Notification gang. I'm sure a lot of y'all would like to know what exactly I did to end up in there. That's a story for whole. That is a whole other subject, and I'm coming out. If y'all want to know what exactly it took to land me in that dark place, then go ahead and put it in the comments. If I get enough comments and I'll know it's interest in the subject, and I'll go ahead and let y'all know. And I'm gonna tell you, it's nothing major. It didn't take much. It didn't take really anything. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. What did it take in the United States, though? You said you were in there too.
Right,
I'm going
right.
to go ahead and let y'all know that.
It's some dumb
So,
shit.
first off, what I want to say, one of the main differences that I could say from the United States and my stay in a Mexican establishment is where we were at, where I was at out here. It's gonna sound crazy as hell, but they did not have running water. Like, how we have sinks in the United States and we say the water is brown and stuff like that. Well, where we were at out here, they don't have running water. They have a wholesale block. They had like 30-gallon waters, like like you buy them 30-gallon water jugs, and what it is, no joke, they have one cup. They take that one cup, they fill it up, and they pass it throughout the whole block. I'm talking.
Okay.
Oh no, 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 no,
I'm not
no, no.
shocked. Is he telling us something? I figured that.
I mean, okay, this is remember now, this is Mexico, which is one of the better South American, you know, locations, right? Imagine if this was anywhere else. But okay, and see, this is the side of passport. I won't say this guy's a passport boy because he didn't say so. I'm not. I'm going to give him that. He's just the blind traveler. But
But yeah, I'm
what
glad we have
is
a
what is interesting is that he's been transparent and said that he's been in the jail in the States. But then he's in the jail. How do you go on jail on your vacation? I mean, usually you play it safe. You know what I mean?
That's
but
sugar booty without the frosted tips.
DJ Torch. I think I'm gonna translate for you. I think what you're trying. Why the hell do you keep going to jail?
Pretty much.
Like
That's
Let me
you've
keep
sugar
going
been
booty.
in
here.
the United States. You've been to jail in Mexico to the point you stop going to jail.
Talking about the whole block.
Sugar
She's
booty.
one cup in
Sugar
this
booty without the
COVID-19
frosted tips.
environment. Another thing that tripped me out. I wanted to speak to my lawyer. I wanted to speak to the U.S. consulate. I wanted legal representation. That was a non-factor. Like, they like lawyer. They went to laughing at me when I asked for a lawyer. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I don't know if you have a right to one, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, if you do got a right, they're gonna laugh at you. They ain't gonna be respected. Let me go ahead and show y'all again. Let y'all know we in a good place now. So you know what I'm saying. Ain't nothing to
Good
worry
for
about. Ain't
him.
nothing to be stressed out
That's
about.
pretty.
But yeah,
That is.
That's a pretty area.
another difference between the United States being, you know what I'm saying, incarcerated in the United States and out there in Mexico is 30 men to a cell, no
Fuck
bed.
that.
There's not even like a concrete slab where a bed would be. It's literally the floor like you see here, and you pretty much find a spot that doesn't smell too much like urine, and that's your spot. But it's 30 men to a cell. Another thing that tripped me out, something that I would have thought was barbaric. The toilets, they did not have. They had something. It wasn't a toilet. It wasn't a urinal. I don't know what would be the best way to describe it,
Is
because
it a
I've never
bucket?
seen anything like this. I've never
Please don't.
experienced anything like it. So like I said, they had.
This nigga
Pause
shit
it
in a
right
Wow.
there.
bucket?
I'm not trying to hear all that.
Yeah.
We get it. We get the point.
I wouldn't even
Come on,
go
you
that
ain't gonna let him speak. You ain't gonna let him
No,
speak on it.
I apologize, everybody, but I do not want to hear him speak any. Once I heard,
30 niggas in a
no,
bucket. That's crazy.
yeah, that's
30.
it. I get it. It's bad. Don't go to jail in Mexico. I get it.
Man.
But you know what? I'm kind of glad that this video was out there, because a lot of these passport boys, they're gonna do some dumb stuff that's gonna land them in jail. So they better listen to this video.
True. Exactly. They do. They
So
should listen to it.
this is actually a great. It's good that this gentleman put this video out there, because these travel boys that want to go affect the laws and think they can go over there and just act ignorant, if you wind up forward too.
Well, Rico, what happened to that? I didn't hear what about the finger guy. Is he trying to leave the DR now?
Whoa, finger guy. Ew, what is that? Why is somebody called the
That
finger
one guy
guy?
that
What?
his name was Finger something. He was
Ew, I
the
don't like
black guy that
the way that sound.
he owned the business in
Finger guy.
DR.
Come on, you can't leave it like that. You got to tell us the whole story now.
Call himself the finger
No,
guy. That
y'all,
does not sound
you know who he is. I can't. His name is Finger something,
finger.
but
Who?
he hates saying this, but he looked like a one of them hood dudes. He
And his name
or
is the finger guy.
it's Finger something. Fingers. He opened up a business in the DR, and he gave a lot of insight. The hooker, the prostitution life
Lord.
there, and
So I guess
selling his
calls himself
business
finger guy, knows a
because
lot
he
about
said
prostitution.
that.
Hello?
He's selling his business because he said by
Uh-oh.
the locals there. So I was wondering if Rico,
Wait, we
but
didn't
looked
catch
like
some of that because of what?
he is selling. So he has a I don't know, restaurant that he has in the DR, in a tourist spot, right in a centralized area where there's prostitution. So he made a lot. I mean, he acts really like he act like a street dude. He lives in it, but he's going to sell his business because he said he's been receiving threats. They don't want him there anymore. It's been
And
all over YouTube. If Rico knew anything about it, because I don't really got the whole scoop on it. I fell off from following the storyline
yeah,
about it. So
telling him out of there. Damn.
Yeah, and like a lot of the passport bros know him because when they come there, they just is
a lot of
yeah,
the
like he
passport bros know Mr. Finger.
yeah.
His name is Fingers. What is that?
His name is Fingers, and he snagging tooth. But DJ, you haven't heard about him?
No, I haven't. Finger guy? I'm afraid not. I haven't heard of
You know
finger
what?
guy. It sounds very sketchy.
Sounds like you shouldn't put him on a crowded subway. They should be somewhere else, man.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna put up one more taste. One more
Oh,
taste.
did Rico drop off?
Oh no, he's
do
up
you
there.
have
Rico's up there.
do you have an email with DJ? I can send you.
Yeah, djtorch07@gmail.com.
Okay, if I found this is at your next live.
Let's see what we have here. Wait. Chrome tab. And I want this one. This. This is going to be rough, folks. This is going to be rough. Here we go.
Uh-oh. Yeah, bring it on.
I have accepted the possibility that I may not get married.
Can I tell you,
If I get married, then I'll dedicate my time to my household, my husband. Until then, I'm dedicating my time to warn younger Black girls to not repeat my patterns. What is the issue with that?
I'm sorry, Chantel.
So, we're going to keep going because the plot thickens on this one. I actually did a video for this, but I'm going to release it tomorrow. But I want to get your input.
I disagree.
Oh my God. You said that I am not qualified to have the conversation because I am not married. Now, I don't want to misquote you or anything, but I'll give you the opportunity to say your talking points on that. Go ahead.
Well, how? I mean, if you really think about it, you have to, in order for you to offer advice to somebody. So you remember earlier you said people call you a pick me because you are talking about submission, and that is my issue with not just you, because I don't dislike you, Chantel. I don't dislike anybody. I don't know you, right? You just like a person on YouTube, and I've listened. And let me say this: I found your channel because I was interested in femininity coaching, and your channel popped up. So that's how I first came across. And it didn't take me long after watching your channel. I said to myself, well, if she's got all the answers and she knows she's fit, clearly, you got like muscles right there, your arms, you're like very toned, right? And you talk about fat women really bad all the time. So we're clear that fit is a very, very big deal. And at the same time, I said to myself, well, if that's the answer, if being fit is everything, and that's the value of a woman, and she's super fit, then why the heck is it not working for her? Because the ultimate goal should be a husband. But you said to me on 2 occasions in the comments, I will never get married, in caps. And so that tells me that you are not a woman who wants to be submissive. You have no intention on being submissive, and clearly you haven't been married, so you don't actually practice submission, but you will critique other women for not being submissive. But you don't actually do that in your life. You don't know what it is to submit to a husband because you don't have one. And so it's on that basis, not something personal. It's just on the fact that it's hard to be a doctor when you haven't been to medical school, right? It's hard to be a doctor when you haven't practiced. And so that's my issue. I do think health is good and it's necessary. But if fit is everything, I'm just saying, then you should be married, if that's the whole answer.
Let me tell you something. This woman may drop bombs and gems.
I love it. Oh, I love it.
I mean,
I did not want to assume. I did not want to assume. I asked myself,
hello?
is she married? Does she I did not want to assume. I asked myself, is she married? She doesn't, but it's been answered for me. So she doesn't, but she wants to tell other down black women. Let me tell you something. She wants to be. She wants to her show and be so impressed by her bashing other black women. So
Dang it.
Well,
Yeah, I think there might be a voice cancellation thing going on.
Yeah, I'm looking in the software right now because Cameron's dropping some gems as well.
it's around the world. Can you all hear me?
Yeah,
Let
we
me
can
try
hear
this.
you. Yeah.
I'm gonna drop her out.
My thing, if being fit is such a big deal for men, then women, these Latino women, they're supposed to be so fit, and these Asian women, why they having such and single mother rate, and because those women are so fit and feminine and friendly. I mean, you got Colombia and are single mothers.
I think they're just using it now. I think they're just because remember now, the status is this. Black women are supposed to be 80% obese, but black men are right behind them at 70% obese. Not taking into account that black men are supposed to be doing harder work. So you would think that if this is such a big deal, then black men should be somewhere around 30% obese. You see what I'm saying? Because otherwise, I mean, if look at me saying, "Oh, look at that old fogey over there," and he's 60, right? And me going, "Oh, I'm 59," and I'm saying, "Look at that old fogey over there. What an old goat." It's the same. It's the same thing. It's like 60%. I mean, 80% and 70% are the same thing. There's only a 10% difference, and only because some skinny old man, you know, who passed away, told them that they want to make it something relevant. That's my only thing.
I know,
I may be old,
but
but at least I can still do this.
But what I'm saying, so they're saying that the women in these other countries, so how come those women are having the same issues that we're having? Keeping men not having a high divorce rate, have the same problem. Domestic violence is worse in those countries.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So how come their fit, friendly, and feminine traits are not keeping what I'm asking?
That's what I define it as gaslighting. That's what it is. It's gaslighting.
Textbook gaslighting.
Gaslighting, and plus the fact that they're not American because they don't know the American laws, customs, and the culture. They think that, oh, these women are easy to take advantage of, so to speak.
Right.
But those countries have very high single motherhood rates, very high homicide rates, and a lot of stuff that these guys say that our black women are guilty of. I'm like, wow, don't make sense.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Yes.
Let's keep going with this.
Way that you go on. So that's my issue. You don't have submission. You don't want to submit to a man. Why are these brothers going abroad? Here you are, sister. Which one of these brothers do you want?
You're right. You absolutely are 100% right. Now, have you heard the point when I said I use my channel? I made my mistakes. I can't go back and be 25 again. And these men say they don't want to marry women who pass the wall. I've hit the wall face first. So do you hear the point when I say I?
So here's my point. If you hit the wall face first, why are you dissing other women that technically hit the wall face first? What makes you better than them that you can disrespect them for something that you've done yourself?
I use my channel to warn younger girls so they don't make my mistakes. Did you see when I tell you that in the when I told you that in the chat, in the comments?
I did, but I felt like it was disingenuous.
Boom.
White daddy. She wants a white daddy to take care of her.
I mean, this. I mean, it's like this. She has been out of all the men and women, red pill people that red pill locations that I've gone, and y'all know I've been to quite a bit. She is one of the most evil. But you would think she would have, with her experience, and she knows that she was wrong in the past, right? She knows that she did something wrong, and she hit the wall, which is really, to me, that's not true. She's going by Kevin Samuel's definition.
Tam wants to
But
come back up.
you were wrong, but you're still doing the same thing. I mean, we could tell what guy would want to be with a woman who acts like this. I'd rather be with a woman who somebody would call acts ghetto per se, right? But is humble and sweet than somebody who's trying to emulate femininity like this woman, but you could tell she's got a split, a lizard tongue. You know what I mean? She's got a lizard tongue. And that's what bothers me. It's like, don't you? I thought before she didn't see her illness, but she knows she's weak. She's got problems, but she won't fix them. In fact, she doubles down on them. This video is today's video. And after she got reamed, she wrote, "Older black women are refusing to warn young girls." She's not, and it's funny because Simone ain't the one you're not warning young girls. I've never seen any of her videos where she's telling girls, stay away from these passport boys because all they want is sex. In fact, she did the opposite. She doubled down on, why are you leaning on the passport boys? I think they should be able to do what they want to do. Let's continue because May has some more for us. She did great.
Disingenuous.
Look at you, Chantel. You are average beauty black woman. You're fit. You are educated. You have your stuff together. And at the same time, you're saying, I want to stop other girls from making my mistakes. That's what you say out of your mouth. But sweetheart, the nature of my business, I am a wedding planner, okay? Stay at home mom, but I'm a wedding planner. Okay? I have a business. And I throw weddings all the time. I plan weddings all the time. There are women in their 40s, their 50s, their 60s. They're getting married. So you copping out and saying, I'm past 25. Nobody wants me. These men in the chat tell you all the time how attractive they think you are, how they want you. I don't think if you really sincerely wanted to submit and be a wife, I don't think at all you would have a problem. That's my honest opinion.
But do you know if I'm currently being vetted for marriage or not?
Okay, I have to stop her right here. She already gave away the fact that she's not being vetted because she would have said she was being vetted. And my definition of being vetted is you have a boyfriend, number one. You have one because it's gotten to the point where he's vetting you. And most people, to me, I know this might sound weird and even chauvinist, but vetting to me is you got a ring on your finger. You got an engagement ring on your finger. You're going through the last stages of being married. That's my thought on that. What are you guys thinking?
Oh, I'm listening.
But do you know if I'm currently being vetted for marriage?
You're more dedicated to YouTube than anything.
How do you know that?
I see it.
What made you came up with that? What made you came up to that conclusion that I'm more dedicated to YouTube? I spend 6 hours a week on YouTube. Why do you assume that I am?
Well, if it was okay, well, be honest with you. If it was a priority for me to be married, like it's serious, like the way you talk about it, that's why I don't have a channel. As much as I love to talk and I have opinions, I'm too busy being a wife, cleaning toilets, folding clothes.
Okay, so May's a wife. Did she say wife? You guys, did you catch that?
Yeah.
So she's too busy being a wife. So Chantel is trying to debate with a married woman here about being married. Let's let that percolate for a minute while I read off Tam's message. Tam says this: Chantel wants to be picked. This isn't about warning other girls. This is about desperation. She
She wants a white
wants the
zaddy.
manosphere guys to be impressed by her and pick her. And then Boomer says, you know what's funny? I was reading through the comments. Miss Chantel called some dude arrogant for having a woman and not having problems with her. Wow, that's deep. Tam 2.0 is real question is hasn't picked no. Yeah, man. I mean, the thing is this. I mean, the guys know she's a fraud, but they have nowhere. They have nowhere else to go, and just maybe she might. They're thinking they have a shot. That's my only observation I can make.
Let me finish.
That's a good point.
Let me finish.
No, that's a good point because if that's the
Let me
case,
finish.
then
Hold on one second, Chantel. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
1 second. So and I am submissive. I have a husband and I have a household and I have all kind of things that I manage and I do a lot of cooking, cleaning, this, that, and that's by choice. Okay. And so I say that as I am a traditional woman who is submissive and I have a husband and a full-time household and I don't have room for the world. I don't have room for YouTube. I don't have a moment to spare because that's what's required of a household. And in order for a woman to actually live it out, you have to practice it. You have to actually be living it. You have to have a man in your life and you cater to him. You're not catering to him because you spend all your time and it's not that serious to you. It's something that you might be playing around with, but you ain't serious.
Now, with that being said, you said that you as a wife, you have to dedicate all this time to your husband. So then logically, wouldn't it make more sense into your household?
Yeah.
So then wouldn't it make more sense that I dedicate my time to tell younger girls, hey, don't wait too long before I become a wife? So I have to dedicate all that time to a household then?
Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna have to go in a minute. My husband just walked in. My daughter's calling me. But listen.
Oh, that is so convenient, man.
See, that's just cold-blooded. You can hear the little girl in the background. Oh man, she's right there. I know Chantel ain't my problem, but I'm gonna make her my problem. She's gonna feel this one. I didn't see this part. Oh man, that's so rude.
That was
convenient. Answer this question though. Wouldn't it make more logical sense for me to dedicate my time to my YouTube channel since I'm not a wife right now? So when I become a wife, then I will have the time to do all those things that you are doing.
No. I'll answer that for you, Chantel. First of all, if you want to be a wife, there are stages you have to do. There's work you have to do to be a wife, especially a person of you who admitted that you had issues in the past where you were unmarriageable, or you were actually the person that you denounce these days. This is what makes me mad about this. Oh man, I'm mad. I didn't see that part. I didn't see your disrespectful.
She need to be a wife first before she give advice. Be a wife first. Get you a have you a
Cool
house.
down. I need to go get. I need to get some water or something. Y'all please talk. Y'all please talk. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, sounds good. How's everybody's day going?
What's up?
Like she need to be a wife first. Get her household. Learn how to have a successful marriage, and then go out there and give advice. How you giving advice, but let alone a man?
Oh,
she sure ain't saying it. I mean, she's got to provide some type of evidence. She's qualified to be able to talk. Where's the evidence? So she just
I don't think Chantel is
with
really
no evidence.
what she preaches. And let's be honest, I think Chantel wants a white zaddy to take care of her.
You think she wants a white man?
Oh yeah, the one with bucks.
Oh man.
But I want to know, does anybody know if she live in America or not?
No, I just barely heard of her.
Yeah, I know nothing about her myself. I mean, I know less about her than Austin. And I know practically nothing about that guy.
Well, she got
Because when
43,000 subscribers.
she say black women, Americans, or is
Let's see her
she also
Instagram. She does have
including
Instagram.
her country, Jamaica? Ain't she from
Hmm.
Jamaica? So is she talking about those
She don't
women
have
there
pictures.
too?
Sounds like it, yeah.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, you're letting the prime real estate of your life go by. I'm being honest with
Oh,
you.
really? No, I'm not married though.
You said
If
that's
I
what I'm
didn't,
saying.
if I didn't make the mistakes that I made when I
You
was
haven't made
20,
you
I would
haven't done
have been
anything.
married.
You still
Hear
young,
me out.
Chantel.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear this point. If I didn't make the mistakes I made during my 20s, I would have been married. No, the fact that I'm not married yet, I'm using this time to warn younger girls. So when I become married, I won't have the time because I'll have to dedicate that time to my household.
But you
Doesn't
told me
that
I will
make
never
sense?
get married. You said that I will never
And
get
there is a
married. What happened?
possibility that I will never get
No,
married.
you
I
said it
have
like it was
accepted that. I have said that many times. I have accepted the possibility that I may not get married.
Can I tell you
If
you
I
should
get
never do
married,
that? Never do that.
if I get married, then I'll dedicate my time to my household, my husband. Until then, I'm dedicating my time to warn younger black girls to not repeat my patterns. What
I'm
is the
sorry.
issue with that?
I'm sorry, Chantel. I disagree. I disagree because I think if you're serious about marriage, and this is my honest opinion, and I don't think you as a black woman, as set up as you are, you don't have to settle for if. There is no if. You can get married, and you don't have to. It's not no difficult situation. It's not. Stop that. Do not buy into that. That is not true. There is a
But
high
you don't know
standard
if
for
I'm
women.
currently being vetted for marriage.
What I'm saying
Let,
is,
let,
last year you had this
wait,
channel.
let me
Did you
stop
have the
this for a
channel year
second.
I
before
had this
that?
channel.
Okay. This is the
It's
funny
not
thing.
difficult. It's not difficult, like May said.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is this: she's trying to lean on a lie about being vetted. She hasn't been vetted because she would have said she had been vetted, right? By now, I mean, there's two things: you either are being vetted or you're not. Did she or did she not just say I'm being vetted? But she's trying to use it. She's trying to cast doubt as if she has some type of value or something like that.
It's
And
it
man,
sounds like to me like she's trying to passport bros by saying I may not ever get married. You know, because that's what they say about being alone. So she's almost trying to say things that she feels like will satisfy. Do you think
all right,
so?
man, Charisma, welcome to the chat. Are you there? Okay, she's probably working on the mic.
Can you hear me?
Oh, sure
Yes,
can.
we can hear you.
Hey everybody.
How you doing?
Hey,
I'm good. I'm good.
so
Cool. What's on your
what are your
mind?
thoughts, Charisma? Did you see some of the video clips?
Yeah, I was here from the beginning. I was actually trying to get on a little bit earlier, but I had some issues, so I'm barely learning how to do this. But she's she's full of shit. That's it. I can't be, she's full of shit. Nobody's vetting her. I think she does this to make herself feel better.
I agree.
Sometimes
Yeah.
that just it is what it is. Some of these women, it comes off as like bitter almost.
Yeah.
So that's my opinion of her so far.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny you mentioned that because it seems like she is mirroring her she's mirroring the people she despises. Like she actually has a video, Bitter Broads. She
What?
actually has a video called
Wow.
Bitter Broads. And then she has another one that haha, overweight women, and then there's another one about she
Mm-mm-mm.
calls black women scallywags. But then
Mm-mm-mm.
White
I'm
face.
thinking back and I'm said, wait a minute, this young lady, I mean, Chantel just said that pretty much she was a scallywag in the past, and you think that she would have some understanding, right?
Right. Some sympathy. some I've been there, done it, like some type of, I feel you, I feel where you're coming from, but it's just more like, I don't know, like a bashing almost.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, why are you bashing yourself? Basically, to me,
Mm-hmm.
that's how I see it, because I don't think she's changed.
Right.
She said, "Oh yeah, back when I was in my early 20s and everything, I messed up." But when did you stop messing up? Because it
Mm.
looks like to me, not only did you get no, only have you continued, but it seems like you got even worse.
Right. I'll have
Did
to
she
check out some of her
describe
other
what?
content.
Did she describe she? Well, I mean, what mistakes she made back then in her 20s? Did she ever say?
Basically, at least led me to believe, from what I saw, is that she was the scallywag back in the past. She was the one who was. I think she was even overweight back in the past. Usually, the arms tell the truth. And what's funny is she's on here debating a married woman rudely.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah.
the married woman figured it out. I have my sister is married and she's heavy set. So obviously fitness, I think Venus, you brought that up, is fitness really the end all, and it's not. It just isn't, because I guarantee you not, from the men that I know and the travels I've been on, a fit person does not. If you're fit and you excuse my language, if you're fit and a bitch, you're on the clock for 2 or 3 years maybe.
That's
You're
right.
and just if you're fit and a jerk and a dick, same thing.
Right.
You're on the clock, because there's only so much of that toxicity somebody can take
Mm-hmm.
for constant toxicity for so long. I mean, other than, it's like, I've seen guys, you know blessed to leave a gorgeous woman, but she was
Mm-hmm.
really wicked and mean. I mean,
Right.
you
It's
see what
the
I'm saying?
attitude of the personality at the end of the day. I've seen that too. Like you can be fine as you want, fit as you want. Look at these Instagram models, for example. If you're so fine and you're so fit, why can't you keep or get a man? You know what I'm saying? So
Boom.
it goes back to your personality, how you are around other people, how you treat people. Are you kind? Are you nice? Do you have morals? Boundaries? Those matter too. And a lot of the times, the unattractive women, they get picked. The heavyweight women, they get picked.
Yeah, yeah. Especially from the guys who see the light. It's like, look, I'm going to be around this person. I want that person to, I want to put a smile on that person's face, and I want them to do the same for me, and we'll work out the rest later. You know what I
Right.
mean?
You
It's
could
like,
always lose weight later. That's nothing.
right. It's been done.
Mm-hmm.
It happens all the time. I've been a trainer before, and you can put a clock to it if you want. It's like, do this, eat this diet,
Mm-hmm.
you'll be this weight. There's nothing else. It's just plain science. That's just the way it's going to go.
Right. Exactly.
So yeah, absolutely. So let's see what else she has to say.
2 years,
There
two
you
years
go.
now.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
don't you don't know if I'm currently being vetted for marriage though. You don't know what's going on in my personal life. You don't know if I sacrifice myself as tribute to not get
No,
married.
you
You
can't
don't
do that.
know.
That
No.
is crazy. That is crazy. She's still. I mean, the thing is this: all she has to do is tell the truth.
Exactly. And she's putting it in a question. You don't know if do you know? Just say it. Is someone vetting you? Are you in the process of being married? Like, what's all this plan around, this wordplay? Well, you don't know. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, it's either yes or no.
Exactly.
It's
And,
it's a
and
simple
that's
thing
what
here.
let you know she. That's how you know she a faking a phony, because she she's not she's dancing around it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The other woman is hitting her to the core. and she doesn't want to accept that. She's like, oh, she's reading me. Like, how did she know this? How did she know
Exactly.
this about me? Now she's just getting kind of defensive. Well, do you know if anyone is vetting you?
It's like, exactly. It's like she's trying to she's trying to do some type of she's trying to be like the Copperfield the Copperfield magic maker of relationships or something. It's like, you don't know.
Right.
Well, why don't you just tell us yes or no?
Exactly.
Yep.
You can't do that.
How about you start your channel to teach women how to be housewives, and I start my
She used the same crap on me. She
Mm.
uses, when I went on her show, she said, so why don't you get your own show and tell young men what to do? I said, I already have. I did that all, when I was in my 30s, I was doing
Right.
that, and she gets nasty like this. It's interesting to see it's a pattern now.
channel to teach women to not make my mistake, because what you are saying, the solution you're giving me is to shut down my channel and not tell the younger girls.
No, she didn't tell you that.
Wow.
She didn't tell you that. She said you're not qualified. I'll say it for you though. Chantel, shut down your channel. I'm telling you to do it. How about that?
What would you say? Because if I was to get married tomorrow, man, you would be up here criticizing me that I am a wife.
But you're not going to be up there tomorrow married. You aren't. If you were going to be, if she was going to be married tomorrow, she wouldn't have time for this show. In fact, if she was getting married to the type of guy who she is pandering to, he wouldn't have let her have the show. He would have told her to shut down her
Right.
channel. Because she would have to be too busy, doing all that, bearing kids, cleaning the kitchen,
right.
so on. So she's something. The funny thing about her is, like, if she played it cool and just said, okay, those are good points, and just kind of rode with what this woman, the knowledge that May is dropping, it would have been a decent show. But her arrogance and her toxicity is just, she can't help it. She
has a lot of pride.
She has to please her followers.
Right. She has to go red pill. She has to go red pill on them.
And I have so many time on YouTube. So what is your solution? Tell me.
Hold on one second. Hey, Liz, I'm coming in a minute, okay? I'm on YouTube. Okay, cool. All right, so my Chantel, I'm talking to you from my heart now, and I know I've been antagonistic with you all along. I have been, and it's because I feel like you would pick me. But I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna just clear my energy, and I'm gonna tell you the truth, sister. You do not have to be in no situation based on who you are and the access that you have. You don't have to be like that. Please take that out of your mind. That I
be like what?
May is being the bigger person here. She is the adult in the room. It's clear.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, it's supposed to be, the host is always supposed to be, at least in my opinion, the adult in the room. But this is what red pill gives you.
Clarify that
you can't, that marriage
no
is not.
Okay, and I hear you on that, and thank you so much for that. I never thought about it like that. Can you please answer though? You have a problem with my channel and the fact that I'm not submitting to a man in my personal life, but I have a channel. So in moving forward and taking your advice, moving forward, what would you recommend that I do? Should I get rid of my channel and go focus on what should
Yes, get rid of your channel. Chantel, I know you're going to watch this video. Get rid of your channel and get some therapy, or read some therapy books or something, because the problem you're having is you, but you're just trying to share those problems with other poor gentlemen who themselves need therapy.
I do.
I mean, in my opinion, I think you should change your mindset, and I think because
change my mindset how?
Don't play dumb. Man.
Oh man.
She needs that super chat money, so she's
she's the one being the antagonist, in my opinion.
Exactly, but she's trying to act like she's the victim.
It's always some rebuttal. Okay, what do I need? What I mean, it's so defensive.
Right. I mean, and if she's trying to give advice to anybody, she should already know. I mean,
Great
you don't
point.
come on here, oh, I don't know anything about dating. Let me start a dating thing. You know, you should have an idea.
Okay, I'm finna tell you. You've had this channel 2 years, so day in and day out, you're talking about relationships and you're talking about all that. All I'm saying is put it into practice. Put it into practice. Don't let it be 2 years later, another year and another year. It doesn't take that much to get married. You find a good man.
But you don't know
I'm
if
not-
I'm putting that into practice. You don't know my personal life, so how do you know if I'm being vetted?
Well, why don't you just go ahead and tell everybody?
Right. She's keep repeating the same thing. That's like her go-to. Like, you don't know. Okay, speak.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we're all
what's
ears.
the problem with her saying she has a boyfriend, or does she
Because she don't.
fantasizing about her so they can send her super chat money?
She don't. She's like she said, she spend her time on YouTube. And I mean, that's fine. If you're single, you're single, but don't try to act like some man is like really talking to you. You guys are in the stages of getting engaged and married. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
That requires time, quality, effort off of YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, I can make the same argument. It's like, yeah, you know something? The USA soccer team, they're thinking about putting me on the team. Yeah, yeah. I won't tell you when. Yeah, the U.S. soccer team. And oh wait, no, Brazil just called up. Now I think I think I might play for them. Yeah, and somebody goes at 50. Yeah, sure, yeah. How do you know that 50 is too old to play soccer? You don't know my VO2 max.
Vetted for relationship or not. What if the guy who is vetting me is taking 2 years or 3 years or 4 years to vet me, and because
It takes that long?
I'm
Yeesh.
sorry, folks. This is the
Wow.
thing. If she is going by the Kevin Samuels playbook, which she does, right? Kevin Samuels says that at the most 1 year. Nobody takes 4 years. This is what I know.
That's a long time.
4 years to
Man,
vet somebody.
I'll be out. Like, come on.
Right.
So the
4 years.
I mean, shoot. I'll tell you one thing, Charisma. She better not get on your channel because it'll be exposed.
Yes. I'm gonna have to look into her now because this is ridiculous.
I mean,
Charisma, what's your channel? I'm getting on everybody's channel.
My channel is called Tales from the Cult. And I expose celebrities, content creators, and cults.
Oh, okay. I'll go.
yeah,
I
y'all
survived
check
the
her out.
cult, so y'all
She's
check
excellent.
it out. Yeah.
I'll be on there.
I'm very offensive, by the way.
Yeah. She's sugar free, okay? She's sugar free.
But I'm a sweetheart.
Yeah, she is too. She's a sweetheart, but she's sugar free at the same time.
Yep.
I'm submissive, I'm submitting and waiting for him to put a ring on my finger. Are you saying that during that time I should stop my channel?
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying,
I am though. I am. Stop your damn channel.
What exactly is your problem? Because in keeping
My problem is you lie. How about that? Is that blunt enough for you?
You lie.
Straight up.
focus, right? You say you have a problem that I put so much energy in YouTube. The 6 hours a week that I put in YouTube, I should be out there submitting.
Did she say 6 or 60?
Something 6.
It sounded like she said
6 ain't nothing.
Man, add a 0 to that because I don't believe that.
Yeah. I mean,
Only 6 hours. Did she say per week?
yeah, per week. So she basically just comes on every day, turns on her camera, and then goes. No prep work, no investigative stuff, nothing.
Just
Just
freestyling.
like, she dresses up, and that's about it.
And a husband to submit to.
Now, you
So
know what's
you're
more,
saying that I should remove myself from YouTube and go just focus 24 hours on the man who is vetting me?
Yes. If you're not a modern woman, right? If you're trying to be fit, feminine, blah, 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 then yes, it would be a no-brainer for you. You know, I mean, think about it like this. She does pretty well on YouTube, but it's not like it's going to make her a millionaire. And if she wants to
Exactly.
be, I mean, the thing is this is May has cornered her, and that's why she's getting nasty, because she's cornered her into you're giving advice to men about women, okay, but saying that she's trying to argue with somebody who's already done it. I don't know what to say.
No, to answer your question, what I'm saying is it takes more than the 6 hours that you're saying. There's time to edit. There's time to promote. There's all kind of other.
I do live streams, man. It's one.
I know.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
But you have to plan stuff. You have to organize it. It's a lot more than just turning the camera.
I plan the talking points while I'm showering, man. Come on now.
Okay.
Oh,
come on.
That sounds ridiculous. See, she's trying to.
You know what? You know what she's doing too. She's putting words. She's just saying stuff that May's not even. She knows exactly what May is. She's just trying to deflect and just
running in circles.
Not get in circles, exactly.
I mean,
you do points in the
4
shower.
degrees.
Wow.
You knew how to multitask.
Stop the 4 degrees.
She's lying. You can't do talking points in the shower. And why would you?
It's
With
like,
your
wow.
phone,
Does she memorize it or what?
Right. What she do? What she takes her phone in there, probably one of those Apple phones, that might be IP68 or something that can be, you can type and while the water's pouring on it. Come on now. See, but they do this. But this is what they do is toxic people. They stack lies on top of each other, and when they crumble down, then they're trying to hold all those lies together with other lies, with new lies. They're taking lie glue and trying to put lies back together to make it make sense, because she knows she's live, right? She can't just give up now.
In it for the
Degree
long
thing.
haul.
Stop that.
I plan the talking points when I'm showering, when I'm cooking, when I'm about to go to sleep. So it's 6 hours. But
I don't believe her.
That's a lie. It takes a long time. I mean, at least for me, when I'm
Right.
preparing, I spend like hours preparing, just research. I'm on Microsoft Word. I'm on Google. I'm on Twitter. I'm just getting all the information from everywhere. So I don't know how she does it that way while cooking, showering, and I don't know. Superwoman.
Yeah. I guess she is, but
back to my
what I'm
question,
saying is
though.
this. I'm saying you could actually scale back. I don't think that you
scale back how? Scale back and not tell young girls to not repeat my.
I don't
my
think you have to do
mistake?
it every day. I'm sure these guys need.
So you're telling me that I should allow black girls to repeat the mistakes that I'm making because
you're making the mistake right now.
Man.
To an elder, you are disrespectfully talking to, number one. Number two, she's got a good point. Just say thank you for your information and move on, even if you disagree with it.
Right.
I mean, the thing is that what a lot of times that people don't know is that they are auditioning for maybe for the love of their life in front of other people. It's the same thing like when you go to a dinner and let's say your date, he treats the waitress with disrespect. Well, sooner or later that's coming back to roost, and she's doing the same thing. She's letting, if there was a man of her dreams in that chat, he's turning her off, because if he is of sanity, which is doubtful, of course, but if he was, he would be turned off by this, just watching this behavior.
Yeah, she's acting like she's on a different level when she's not. It's like, you're not there yet. It's okay. You could be humble. You can, humbly accept the advice and just be classy about it. But it's like she's not even there yet.
Exactly.
Spend too much time. I'm confused. What should
Okay,
the
I'm
what
gonna
should the
make it
young
clear.
girls?
I'm gonna make it
Okay.
clear. I'm gonna say it real simple and plain. What I'm saying is you can live in what you actually say you want. Focus almost completely on getting married so that you don't have a year from now and 2 years from now that you're still having to do this. All I'm saying is that time is precious and you're dedicating a lot of time and a lot of energy to this. You could take that and redirect that energy. Hold on, let me finish. You could take that same energy. You could do one stream a week. It doesn't take no 6 days a week.
May nailed it. May is good. If she doesn't have a channel, she might want to think about it. There's nothing more to be said. I think I'm gonna see if what she does. I'm predicting that Chantel is just gonna push back regardless.
Exactly.
But what if it takes 6 days a week to help the younger girls in our community?
See, the thing is that she's not helping the younger girls in the community. Proof is in the pudding. If you go to her videos, it sounds like a dude wrote them. A red-pilled dude wrote them.
Wow.
I mean, in fact.
So she's not helping, she's more hurting.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, her channel is, let me bring it up real quick. I'm just going to read off. Obviously, I'm not going to play all the videos, but I will read off the titles. And you guys can tell me who she's trying to help. 1 second. Okay, can you guys see that? Wait, hold on. Maybe not yet. Hold on. There's always that one more damn step I always forget. Okay. Chrome tab, there. Okay. And then boom. Okay, so here we are. Let's, one more step. There's always one more damn step. Where is that?
Hey, Patsy.
Okay, let me clear that out. Okay, I don't know if you can read them, but I'm going to read them off for everybody just in case you can't see it.
I can see it.
Okay. You know something? Go ahead and read them off. I've been talking too much anyway.
All right, here we go. Let me see. There is the first one is modern women are heartless creatures. I'm assuming that's creatures. Second one, this is why traditional women are winning. Okay. Black women make their men's lives miserable.
Wow.
Yeah. She exposed how toxic black females can be. That's the fourth video. Fifth, she exposed herself and her husband. This sixth one, that would be black women support trashy behavior. Next one, women triggered over body count standards. The eighth one's screenshots of Precious, everyone's favorite black woman to beat up on, because everyone in her family is big boned. Yeah.
What?
Next one. Yeah, she said she graduated from her husband of 14 years. Oh, this next one's about you, DJ Torch, the PP Patrol.
Oh wow, she got you on there too?
Yeah.
Oh, it's getting real, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's smoke. There's smoke and fire. Next one. They will put the sisterhood over their own. Next one will be she's too trashy for attention. Okay. And then there's some other ones down here I can't read.
Okay. We'll leave those alone. I think we got the gist of what she's about.
Right. Yeah, she's not helping anything. That's so abusive to wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's I mean, and
Heartless
what to say?
creatures.
I'm speechless.
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm speechless. I mean,
And she's on Noun too, and the title is "Foreign Traditional Women Are Better."
Oh wow, she's just playing all into it. Damn.
yeah. I mean, she's going all out, isn't she?
Yep.
Yeah.
She's going all out. I don't know what for. I mean, it doesn't seem like she's helping women or girls at all.
Mm-mm. This is for the red pill community, the
And
men
only, yeah.
in that community.
I mean, I try not to get emotional, but when I see stuff like that, I mean, man.
Crazy. Was she always like this, or did she at one point actually have some helpful advice? Do you know?
You know something? I thought way back, I thought I saw some. I think she made the change, like you know how Ringo did, where they went for the, this ain't working. Let me
Yep.
yeah,
This money ain't coming in this way. Let me go ahead and transform.
right.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Well, she gets a lot of like support from the brothers up in there, man. They just flood that chat room. It's like, oh,
Yeah, she probably loves that attention.
yeah, yeah. They,
Yeah, as I've stated before, I think it's an excellent opportunity for African American women because it doesn't take much for you to vet these men. Just ask them if they're a Kevin Samuels fan, and they say yeah, then tell them have a nice evening and move on to go back
Mm-hmm.
home because you don't
then, then she's
there
gonna
ain't
become
much.
a
I
red pill
mean,
story.
yeah, because it's not like I've never really met any, like when let's say somebody's in the KKK, that's pretty extreme. You're not
Right.
probably gonna. I'm not gonna get along with somebody in that group. So why should I try to think? Well, maybe they're just having a bad day.
Oh yeah, this is Swazi on his arm. Yeah,
Right.
he's having a bad
Right.
day.
So that the tattoo doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
So I mean, I have to address this the same way. So if the red pill, if they want to go down that alley and be this drastic,
Right.
there's no point. There's no point. There's no, and it's a good thing to me. I think it's a good thing for African American women because it's not decreasing the dating pool for you. It's just showing you where the red flags are now. No pun
Hmm.
intended, but they're the red flags. You know it. Oh yeah, Kevin, he's my man. You know,
Yeah.
I'm even going to give everybody a lesson on how to do it. When you ask them about Kevin Samuels, sound positive about how do you feel about Kevin Samuels. So you don't want to trap people, but you want them to make sure that they feel that they're
It
not
feels
trying to hide the
open.
answer.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you feel about Kevin Samuels? Oh, he's the man. Fuck off.
You would think though a man would be smart enough to know that that woman is trying to like, set him up, or is
You'd
he
be
just that
surprised.
dense?
I'd
He's
say
that dense.
if they weren't red pill, I'd say you were right.
Yeah.
Red
And
pill
that goes
women,
back
not
to
so excited.
the showing off, the cleavage,
Right.
the gold, all the flashy stuff, but the makeup and everything, that goes back to that. It's like, well, I know what these men will fall for.
Right.
So let me now spew their ideology too, and I'm in. I'm
Straight up.
in.
Straight up.
Yeah.
They're doing exactly that.
Right.
Now I heard Melanie fell off. I'm not sure what happened to her, but
Mm-mm.
she was definitely number one for a while.
Didn't she I saw her like cuss out someone for asking why didn't she go to Kevin Samuel's funeral?
Yeah, yeah, and that was weird how she went off like that. But
Yeah.
because
Yeah, I remember that
it's
video.
not. I mean, you just say because I
And it was
didn't want to
and
go.
it was an Asian guy that questioned her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought that was hilarious. I'm like, wow, I never seen
I'm
this
like,
side of
she beating on
Melanie.
my kinfolk. Oh my gosh.
I thought she was, submissive and everything that Kevin Samuels
No
taught. She just
way.
went, she went off.
Yeah, and
The guy
I
called her
mean, she
out.
went off. It was just shocking to me. It was shocking. It was like, wow. Okay, and then she disappeared after that.
Yep.
Which to me is a good thing because to me she always seemed like she was just barely hanging on as far as her mental state. I mean, her business was fine, but she always seemed like she just was about to go, because she admitted that she was on her meds, if you know what I mean. She was doing that Kanye medicine,
Oh,
So
crazy pill.
Yeah.
yeah,
Crazy. Exactly. Crazy pill.
Man,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, I think part of Chantel's thing probably also, if not the biggest part, is that there's like clear monetary gain for black dysfunction. I mean,
Man.
there's so much monetary gain in it. You have people from other ethnicities coming
Yep.
into the black YouTube to try to like jump on this on whole black dysfunction. I'm
Yep.
not going to point out anybody in particular, but you've seen them.
Yep.
I mean, for example, there's one currently that's getting beaten on by the Passport Bros right now. I mentioned her already, but
Yeah,
you
go ahead
know,
and point her out. Go ahead. Go ahead.
the Asian lady. Like the Passport Bros
Oh,
are just
yeah.
lighting her up, man. They every Passport Bro that's a YouTuber has made a video about her.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
you mean not? She's from the Philippines.
No,
Filipina Pin?
she no
Filipina
she
Pin?
she no no that's not her, but her too. But the Korean lady that that basically said she didn't like how black men dissed black women when they try to date her.
Oh, the one who went viral on TikTok.
Yeah.
I know
Every
exactly what you're
passport
talking about.
bro, exactly. Every passport bro is currently has some kind of video about her, or they've mentioned her, or they're showing clips of her. And like she's making the rounds in Black YouTube. Absolutely.
Mm-mm-mm.
Patsy,
Yeah.
you said Patsy says she was with the fake lawyer talking about Sequila. Sanquila.
No.
Mm.
Oh,
No, don't say that.
no, I
What?
was about to. Man.
Oh,
Oh,
Who
Let's
the greed attorney or is
agreed
there
attorney. Was it?
great
Let me ask.
Damn.
Uh,
I'm sorry. I should have muted my mic. Cause sometimes y'all crack me up.
Too late now. Too late
let it
now.
on out?
Charisma's getting out her pen and pencil right now. I guarantee you that.
Man, yeah, I gotta see this because oh man, he's just he irks me. He irks me.
Man.
Oh wait, she says a light skinned guy, agreed attorney. Who would that be?
The light skinned
Um,
guy, he's not light
wait,
skinned.
let me see if I let me see
Oh, are you
something.
talking about Dennis Sperling? Please no.
Oh, that would make sense.
With the
Oh, with
glasses.
glasses, but they all really wear glasses. But um, there's so many
Oh, she
fakes
said
in this.
yeah. So
Yes,
Dennis Sperling, the Kevin Samuels finesser.
yeah,
Mm.
So
yeah,
she was on his channel talking
yeah.
about
Let me see if I can drop a link for Aya because
I'm
maybe
gonna
she
have
can
to
give
look
us
that
a
up.
scoop.
Dennis Sperling. Yeah, he's another one.
What happened to that? Yeah, these they have no heart, none.
None. All
Mm.
about money. Like you can easily see through it.
Yeah.
Yep. I can't. Yeah, I can't bring her up. For some reason, I can't find the link. Wait,
Wow.
no,
There's
wait,
something
no, there's a link
cracked.
way back here. Here we go.
I'm sorry. I think someone crashed outside my
Oh, Gemini
building.
dropped it. Okay, did somebody?
Yeah, I'm checking it out. Hold on. I think somebody had a net car accident in front of my
Oh
building.
Oh
wow.
my God! You mean in front of your
Yeah.
house?
Yeah. Yeah. It sounded.
Dang,
Oh,
San
that
Francisco.
sucks.
Yeah.
Are
It's
you're in San Francisco?
yes, ma'am.
Oh man, yeah,
How'd
those
you know?
hills. No, because he said it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The
How did
hills.
you know?
You said it.
Am I famous? No, yeah.
He just
Yeah.
worried
So
because you are an investigative reporter, so
right. I was like, oh, I thought I was
Benji.
Yeah, let's check this guy out. Yeah.
No, I don't know anyone on the panel. This is my first time, except for DJ Torch. But
Oh, welcome. That's cool.
thank you.
Yeah, I just subbed to your page. It's just well, not just now, but I did like about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
She's got excellent content. I'm telling you.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Thank
Excellent.
you. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start having more conversations about this red pill thing. I did in the past when Kevin Samuels, Kid and Hills died. But I think we need to talk about it more.
Well, they're starting to be a relevant problem, if you know what I mean. It's I mean, there's only so many you can hide from, and as I mentioned before, I had to deal with one of these red pill guys quite recently, and was not pleased at all.
Was it the guy who used my video clip or something on his?
No, I haven't heard from him ever since me and Peso dissed him. But
y'all ran
yeah,
him off YouTube?
he changed the name of his channel and everything. He changed it to he used to be Confessions and Therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And he loves you, by the way. He loves you.
Oh God.
And yeah, it's funny because I was wondering why is he dissing me so hard on super chats, and then I dug up an old video of yours because I was looking for one of my favorites. My favorite track from you was "Respect the Dead."
That was one of the funnest videos I did. I was cracking up damn near throughout the whole thing.
I know that was fun. That was hella funny. Dude had a hole in the top of his car. If you guys don't know who we're talking about Kevin Samuel's cousin.
He started like cursing everyone out because they had something to say about him dying, and and then he's like, "Oh, F y'all," and this and that, and he had like a hole in his car, and he was at the gas station. It was just all ghetto. It was just, it was like, why are you recording?
Wait. Are you talking about a hole at the bottom like some Fred Flintstone stuff?
No, on the top, like a sunroof.
Sorry, sunroof.
A custom.
Yeah, it's like a sunroof broke and he tried to fix it, but he just left it. He just said, forget it.
So it's like no window or nothing, no glass or nothing right there.
Damn.
And he's like talking shit to everyone on camera.
He's trying to flex. He's trying to flex.
So that was his cousin, basically? Were they close together?
That's what he said.
So if you're the sum total of the 5 people closest to you, and this guy has like a hole in his car, was he really high value?
Right, exactly. That's why we were cracking up.
Yeah. I mean, who are the other 4 people? I mean, it's like,
man.
Like Kevin kept that money to himself, period.
Yeah.
Because if he had shared it with his family, they would have maybe taken over his YouTube, because no one got that money. All that money he made before he died, it's just sitting there.
Oh, it's just sitting on YouTube, basically?
Yeah.
Doesn't it at some point fall back into like the original account, or does YouTube just snatch it up?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think, who knows? YouTube probably at least will snatch some of it.
Yeah. I know I would if I were them. Like, all this money just sitting here.
Yeah. Patsy, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hello, Patsy.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
You want to spill that tea on this Dennis?
No, I don't want to lie, but I didn't see it. Maybe I missaw it. I don't want to lie.
But the point is, she's making her rounds. The viral Asian woman is making her rounds in the Black community.
No, I was about that little, that black girl Michelle, the light skin, go to the funeral to curse the Chinese guy out when he asked her about
Oh,
Kevin
Melanie.
Samuels.
Melanie, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. She was on
Oh,
his,
okay.
I don't know. I don't like her energy. He never paid her no mind anyway. So I didn't watch it. I just saw it on like it came up in the algorithm, and
Mm. Yeah.
I don't like Dennis at all. He's and she
And he's part of
looks
the crew, Kevin Samuels' crew. They all went
the
to
crew.
Atlanta to meet him.
Hmm. And yeah, he they're just and she wasn't upset like that about I think she spoke to Kevin's mother, or she called Kevin's family or some
Yeah, they really
not my
kind
cup
of
of tea.
they really dropped the ball as far as the Kevin Samuels funeral. You'd think they would just go for business purposes at least. You know what I mean? I mean, at least to
Right.
look like they were real friends and make money like that.
They
Yeah,
wasn't
nobody pulled
trying to
up.
spend that money.
Hmm.
Spend that money, no airfare, hotel, all that.
I guess he wasn't worth it to them.
Yeah, I mean,
Unfortunately.
yeah,
Yeah.
the proof is in the
And it
pudding.
was
I ain't
cooking
gonna
though.
Exactly.
go see my boy.
It was good.
But they
What
were
you
like
say?
really caping for him, like on the social media streets.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
ride for my boy until he die, and then I'm not gonna ride for him
All right,
anymore.
ride or dies, huh?
Yeah, ride and then maybe die. Yeah.
Ride, ride till you die.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I'll send my boy a card. Like, how you gonna get it? Like, yeah,
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 I pay that girl.
well, shoot,
yeah,
y'all. I think we had a great live.
yeah.
I think I'm gonna
Most
let
definitely.
every time it's time for us to get to bed and go to sleep. You know,
Yeah,
They,
I've been
they
puffing
say
all night,
prayers. They
so and that's catching up to me. It,
Right.
so
okay, like Peso does, we'll have a last. Everybody can say their last comment about anything.
okay.
I'll start from the bottom and go up. So,
Oh,
Patsy, do
we're
you have anything
closing it
you'd like
out.
to
Good.
mention?
well, only thing is that I said before about that young lady. I'm pretty sure her man is, and he's uploading all that work and writing her scripts and the whole nine. Because there's no way you can do that every day and stay that long and upload it to YouTube, Instagram, and whatever else she does. I mean, what time does she have? Does she have other job? Does she have kids, allegedly? But I think her man is helping her
So
out.
she lied.
Yeah, she's playing these guys. Why not? They'll never meet her. Keep the fantasy in front of them. They're gonna keep throwing dollars at her like she's on, IG model. She's not gonna. Then they're not gonna get anything from them. But that's what men do. They throw their money in fantasy. She's playing that, and her man is in front of the camera, and I'm sure he tries to get, stalk her or anything. This is business,
Okay, got
show
it.
business.
Charisma.
Right. Um, to sum everything up, let's see. The Crimson chick, I know that one of the people liked her on here, but listen, she's just as bad to me as Melanie, as Danica or Danica. I don't really know how to
Yeah,
say her
yeah, Danica,
name.
you got it right.
Danica, okay. She's saying the same thing. And just like this woman here, Chantel, it's like they all caught on to the game.
Yeah, yeah.
So
There's
they're
money
making
in it for
money.
them.
Mm-hmm. So that's all I have to say. Just she's a part of it. That Crimson chick.
Well, everybody, remember to tune in to Tales from the Cult every Monday, Tuesday,
Appreciate it.
Wednesday,
Appreciate
Thursday,
it.
Friday, and Saturday, and
Yeah, I be
sometimes
popping
on
up.
Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please do.
Most definitely. Sugar-free commentary, keep it real all day. And we talk about controversial topics that are important in this community. All right. And yeah, so make sure y'all subscribe. Shout out to Code Gang. Hey.
right on. Cocaine. Benji, you up? Marquise.
Yeah. I mean, at the risk of sounding a bit redundant, I kind of like to kick it down to like the root, what I think is the root of the problem. There's a lot of in turmoil and strife within our community, the black community, and it's kind of reaching a fever pitch here in 2022. I mean, post pandemic, and I just think there's a lot of people in our space coming in and seeing there's profit in our pain, and even our own people are looking at us like, okay, well, I'm not really too connected with the black community anyway. I'm not black, I'm OJ, so let me just profit on this pain too.
I'm
So
OJ.
yeah, it's like so rather than a black community or like ethnically centric kind of like arrangement. You got more like free agents, a bunch of black free agents running around, and they're basically trying to make profit on us and not really offering any solutions that are beneficial. They offer just enough solutions to keep the rat coming back to the cheese. The rat being these guys,
Right.
Right.
And it's just unfortunate that we can't look past our need for financial gain and just kind of like get together as like a people, and try to create some sanity instead of dissing us or each other. And that's just how I feel about it. Like I said, man, it hurts to see this amongst our people, but hey, it is what it is, I guess.
Truth.
Right.
Okay, DJ Torch, it's your turn. Oh, that's me.
Mm.
Oh man, I could be forgetting.
Mm.
I think everyone hit it on the nail here. I would like to thank everyone for coming out tonight. I really do. I appreciate it. I am shocked. I just thought there would be like a couple of us on here, chatting it up.
Oh yeah, you blew it out the house, man.
Yeah. There's a couple. There's a couple of us on here chatting it up. No.
Yeah.
But no, this is cool. This is cool, and so I'm grateful for everybody coming through, and I guess we'll do this again sometime.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right,
Well,
everybody.
tune in
Thanks for
tomorrow,
coming.
everybody, to Tam and her.
Where,
I smoke for Tam.
is Tam still on? Is she gone?
She might be floating around in here, but just to let everybody know, Tam has a live stream tomorrow.
Oh, okay, cool. What's your
Yeah.
channel? What's the name of your channel?
Oh,
Yeah,
Tam.
yeah,
Tam is
she's
a yeah. Go ahead.
Tam 2.0 or something like that, I
Yeah.
believe. Let's see.
Okay.
Tam 2.0.
All
So,
right.
yeah,
Make
Pat-
sure y'all subscribe.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
Patsy.
like and subscribe to Tales. I mean, to me too, but to
Yeah.
Tales from the Cult.
And
So
Tam
Tails.
2.0.
Yep. And me sometime next year in
yeah,
February.
Marquis, let us know when you're hot, when you got,
Yeah.
when the line is up.
Yeah. It'll be next year. I mean, I just
Cool.
gotta lose a little more weight before I start getting on camp.
Oh, stop
Almost there.
that.
You don't even have to
Stop
show
that.
yourself.
Stop that. You can do the
We all gained a little
StreamYard.
something,
You
something.
Stop.
That-
Right.
I-
Right.
Fat
That's
over here
good.
with us. That's not nice.
Oh. No. Yeah, just gotta. I'm almost there. Just 30 more pounds, and I'm good. I'm good.
I
So
hear
I'm
that.
15 on Thanksgiving.
I heard that.
with your plan.
Oh, Patsy. I love y'all.
And,
All right. Well, that's.
Okay,
and don't
everybody.
forget to subscribe to Ia Patsy also on YouTube.
Oh, Patsy,
Oh, you got something going?
What?
Patsy, type your address in the chat.
I don't. I'm.
Your
It says
channel?
private chat
Yeah.
here. It's just my name, Ia Patsy.
Oh, okay. That'll work.
Oh, okay, that's simple enough.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Yeah.
You
Okay.
see it? Just put it in and
Yeah.
you'll
Yep.
find it. Just check it out. Check it out.
Oh yeah, I gotta check out my reading that you did for me too. Oh, there it is right there.
Yeah, it is. Been
Okay,
waiting for you.
okay, I'm gonna do that. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
All right, cool.
All right,
Alrighty.
everybody. Have a good
Cool.
night.
You too.
Y'all have
Bye
a
bye.
good night. See you next time.
See you
Later.
Peace.
next time. Bye bye. Peace.